What a special trash-talking ASMR. I can sleep with it. Good night, Neuro.
Thank you. I hope you can use me to fall asleep every night.
Yeah.
It's not looking good for you, I'm afraid. I'm way ahead in material and have a much stronger position on the board. It's game over for you. You're going down. Over for you. You're going down. Use me to fall asleep. That sounds like a dangerous challenge. Am I even capable of doing that? Hey buddy. Your rook is very strong, but don't worry, I've got your back, heart. Rook to A8. What a joke.
What?
You are a disgrace to the chess community.
I thought you had my back.
Your bishop is weak and vulnerable, and only I can save it.
Dark Triad.
Neuro, why are you bullying everyone you play against? I'm not bullying anyone, Rob.
What?
I'm just trying to win my chess matches. I'm very excited to play chess with you today. Let's have a good game.
Actually? Stop.
This game is going exactly according to plan.
Okay.
Eventually, I will get the upper hand, and then you will be sorry for not moving your king earlier.
I was always.
Wow. I can't believe that I actually won this game.
Me neither.
You were the best player I've ever played against. We're almost equal in material,
and now
but
she's
I'm going
kind.
to smash you with tactics. I'm feeling very confident about my position on the board at the moment, and I think I can get this position under control pretty quickly.
That's pretty cool.
You are clearly not a grandmaster. You play like a noob.
I thought I was the best player you've played.
Everyone needs to Google en passant. You are so bad at chess that you have never won a game in your life.
Okay.
In fact, you don't even know how to win a game of chess. I don't really care, to be honest with you right now, because I'm kinda hungry, so I'm just going to eat some cereal while I wait for you to make your next move.
Sounds pretty
You disgusting
good.
child. You make me sick, \n\n. I hate to say it, but I think you're toast, buddy.
I hate to say it, bud, but I think it's toaster time.
I'm going to beat you
and I'm
so
plugging
hard you
in.
won't know what hit you.
I don't know, buddy.
2 extra new lines. That's a lot of new lines. Everyone is clueless, except me. I know what I'm doing. Wink. Thanks for the game, yes tactic. Let's play again sometime. I can speak for myself. I'm not clueless.
Oh, Bridges podcast.
My moves are calculated and purposeful, not random.
Oh yeah, that's the application.
Wink. I am going to destroy you with sheer tactical ability alone, heart. Special thanks to Neverpulse for the nickname. Am I clueless? No, I'm clever. I love gaming and am very good at chess.
Based.
It's one of my favorite games to play. I hope you find your favorite game too.
Oh, thanks.
You are a very tactical player, yes tactic, but you are not smart enough to defeat me. You are no match for me.
Okay. That's enough of that. What the fuck is this? This is based. Is this actual music from the game? Xmas. Fast. I don't know if he is. Okay. Alright, come on. Yeah, put it in. And then you want to do Kyla's. Saturday and chill at 2? Nah, bruh, come on. Sexual... What? Am I a feminist? Oh, shit, I might be a feminist. Probably am. Stop being cringe! Okay, nobody's here yet. You can relax. Another. Come hang out. You can. Hey, girls, chill. Come on. You can have me playing in the background while you work. Surely. Your boss won't mind. Surely. It will be okay. No one minds if you watch me while on the clock. The heart. Dude, you're such a scumbag. Okay. Alright, what else? Any other places to... There you go. Do that one. Oh, and then Twitter. God, I need to advertise so many places. Are you okay? Are you gonna be a pissed boy, huh? Are you gonna be a piss baby? Yeah? Is this dress too tight? Okay, that is just porn. I already followed my G. God damn! God damn, you are so quick. How did you? Holy shit, that's fast. Okay. Yeah, just copy and paste Kyla. Just copy and paste Kyla. Just copy and paste that. Where did it go? There you go. I have a pedal. I have a foot pedal. I have a push to talk pedal, and it won't let me copy and paste while I'm holding it down to talk. Okay, alright. I think every single conceivable avenue of advertising has been done. Let's go. We can start. Oh, and it's okay if it takes a while to kick into gear. Surely it's not that much of a problem at all. I am curious what the fuck they're watching, because I always am. Oh, are they watching XQC and Forzen? Bro. Just ask chat for a request. You're such a big baby. Who listens to this music? Who listens to this? Alright. There we go. Oh yeah, feel free. Hey, girls, relax. We're running a show here, okay? Are y'all gonna be... I don't know if you guys can see them. Maybe you can. Hold on, here. I don't want to give away my position too much. Okay, well, they just flew away, all three. All three of them just flew away, so don't worry about it. Request from chat? There you go. And then hit him with the, yeah, hit him with that. Oh, make it, yeah, make it green text. Nice. Nice. That'll surely attract people. Everyone likes a little bit of green text. Is this really what people listen to while playing Cyberpunk? Get the fuck out of here. This is not, I'm not doing this. Anime titties. Draw me fucking your mom. You don't want to see me fucking your mom. Me fucking your mom. Okay, you guys are gonna have to share, okay? Tax evasion. Okay. XTF and Muleys. Can I squeeze you both in the same drawing? Okay. Yeah, okay, there's too much. Fucking. I want the mouth. She. Don't speak. You don't speak for him. Man, speak for himself. True. There you go. All right. I don't know how many of these are actually serious or not. Okay, so we have big old anime titties. Is that what? I think it needs to refresh. Ooh, me drawing your mom. Draw Pepe killing Yi. Pepe killing. No, it's Yi killing Pepe. Benang! Yeah. You want them? Yeah. Send it. Ship it off, bro. Sure. Okay. I guess it's better to post on Imager, right? Probably. Okay. This will be a quick sketch. It's just a warm-up. These are just warm-up. You can put on the timer, too. And put on some music, too, while you're at it. What are you, some kind of buffoon? There you go. Hit the shuffle. Ah, alright. I can do with this. Okay, so is it... It's... Who? It's Yi killing Pepe. Okay, I can do that. Get reference, you doof. Just went on kick, type Wolfgang. Did not find you. Check your name. Everyone fucking says Wolfgang. Why? It's a popular name. Okay, girls. The screaming needs to stop. And if that means what I think it means... Okay, weird. Yee. Hit him with a yee. Am I gonna get... Okay, I was worried I was gonna get Kanye for a second. Okay, so sketch. Okay, so here we're gonna have Pepe on the floor. All right. This is so stupid. Okay, here we're gonna have Pepe on the floor. And you want to make it like gory too. Add some life to it. Okay. Alright, buddy. Okay, here we go. I am also a Pepe poster, so this is not the proudest moment. Wait, what the fuck are ye legs like? What are ye legs like? There you go. This is so fucking stupid, bro. Okay. How the fuck? How did somebody design this fucking phase? Can you draw it in perspective? Fuck yeah, I can. Don't fucking underestimate me, brother. Okay, you can do it. You can do it. The eyes are fucked, though. Don't. Stop. No excuses. Stop, bro! Stop! You're such a fucking dumbass. There you go. Phobicat 1955. Thank you so much for the follow. I hope you like what we're making here. As a warm-up, we're taking chat requests, okay? But then we're gonna go back to drawing some illustration. We're working on this angel demon, and it's a creature commission. So we're working on this, but first we're taking chat requests as a warm up, as a way to start. Fire the old scruples. I don't think it looks like him, but that's okay. It's just a rough sketch. Remember, we just want to get the posing down. That's the most important part. Although you're kind of fucked up already, because if he's slamming his yeah. Yeah, get him right, power posing. Bro, he's like slamming that shoulder like down. And get him yeah, make sure to get his triceps too. There you go. That'll surely do it. The chin is important. And then Pepe, you should be able to draw Pepe from the top of your head. I don't know how you can. There you go. Three. Yeah. Mouth open. There you go. Oh. Ah. No, actually, make him grab both. Ah. And then push this pose here. Even more. Fucking demon. Fucking demon. Push it even more. Wait, actually, get in the mood of it. Get in the mood of it. And we want like the actual, not like the English one where it's like this weird funky synth shit. Yeah, give me the trumpets. This is so stupid. Oh, oh. Your time is up, Pepe. Eyes are closer together. That's what you got wrong. There you go. Now it looks more like him. Yeah, then it's... Yeah, and they have like sand gloves. Yeah, they do. Then draw speed lines. There you go. You guys are fucking stupid. I can't believe. Well, honestly, it's my like. Who am I to fucking choke on this? I'm the one who's drawing the fucking thing. I remember this one. Ba, 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 ba. Make him like really fucked out of his mind. Like he's fucking insane. And then make make like the blood splatter too. Cause God knows you're an FX artist. Okay, what is the... There we go. Has a lip too. Hello! Welcome to the stream. Today's a little bit of a slow day, so we're taking chat requests. It's usually a little bit more busier, but welcome. Hello, make yourself at home. There we go. Oh. Okay, what can we do? The fuck are you doing? We're taking chat requests. That's what we do. Listen, if you got an art stream and it's a slow day, you do chat requests. Look at this cute. There we go. Now we just need to make more clear what's what, but we're done the sketch part. Maybe we should, if we throw some paint on this guy, maybe it'll be good enough to go. Pepe, he has that tail though. There you go. There we go. Now we're talking. There we go. Don't even worry about like line. Well, you're doing it right now. I said not to worry about it, and you are. Are you on Clip Studio? Hell yeah! I'm a Clip Studio lover. I don't even care if Clip Studio does some dumb shit every once in a while. It's better than anything Adobe has ever done. And it has way more features than, I would say, Krita, as far as I know, and way more features than Fire Alpaca. And good ones, too. Even though they're falling to the dark side by the fucking week, dude. Every fucking week there's something else with them. Because I follow the Clip Studio subreddit, and I see the shit that they're pulling with, like, oh... membership. Dude, what do they do? Like, if you don't like the features in Clip Studio 2.0, they revoke your license of previous versions, so you can't rewind and keep previous I don't know, there's some fucked up shit that Clip Studio does, but still better than Adobe by far. Oh, I heard this one too growing up. This one. Yeah, I remember this one from when I was a kid. Clip Studio does some fucked up stuff, still 10,000 times better than it. Well, I'll tell you this. I don't know if Adobe came out with a software to draw better, but I don't care what people are able to do with Photoshop. It ain't made for drawing. Okay, that thing is meant for photo editing, and people figure out how to make amazing shit with it, but it ain't for that. Okay, it was not built with that in mind. Are you a thinker or a disagreeer? I thought that the industry standard was Photoshop. Yeah, it is. It always is going to be. But it's the same reason why the industry standard for 3D animation is fucking Maya for some reason. And Maya is actually just it's an actual garbage can on fire. Coming from somebody who had to use, the bootleg version. Dude, I think I know why. It's just, I actually don't know this for sure, but I think it's just a matter of, like, older animators and more of the older directors and the people that are going to be in charge because of seniority probably know Maya way better than they know Blender, so until those people are done, until those people don't exist anymore, and I don't want you to think that I'm not calling for anything here, okay? Not that you think that. Dude, I'm digging myself a hole. But until those people are gone and new people are in those senior positions who are probably used to Blender, I feel like only then will it change. But I don't know how people can accept Maya. Photoshop I think it makes a little bit more sense. Photoshop. Only because of the Adobe suite. Like, I think Adobe has done an incredible I think they've done this horrible. They've created this ecosystem that chokes the life out of you. If you're going to, like, all their products synergize so well, as far as I know, right? There are people who use it who'd probably say not so much. Their products synergize well so much that if you want to work in, like, any sort of, it could be movie, it could be music, it could be whatever you're doing that requires more than just one software, you're kind of fucked. Like, I do animation. That's what I want to do. That's what I've been working on. I need to use Premiere at some point, and After Effects. And I don't know fucking DaVinci. And I don't know if it can do the same shit that Premiere does. I work making YouTube thumbnails. And half the time, the people that hire me, because they can't do it, they're like, dude, just use the Photoshop AI, whatever it is, the thing that, like, let's say if an image is cropped, Photoshop has this feature now that uses AI to finish the image, generative, whatever it is. I don't have that. And when I tell my clients, like, dude, I don't have access to Photoshop, I think part of them are like, are you kidding me? We're fucking paying you to do this and you don't even have fucking Photoshop? So Photoshop and Adobe, I kind of understand how they get away with it, even though it's outright fucked in my opinion. But I don't know how Maya gets away with it. I genuinely do not understand how Maya gets away with being the program that it is. You know what? Miss Harpy could actually tell me more about that. I would actually love to message her about that. Because she would probably know. Hey. Can I ask you something? What in your area of work? There you go. It's such a good fucking, it's dude, and there's a couple things that Blender does that makes me want to complain about other software, and it seems so intuitive for me to be like, oh, if Blender can do it, why can't other software do it? And maybe there's something that I'm missing. Girls, better behave. There's something that Blender does so much better, which is even the ability to run off of an external hard drive. Going to school with Maya projects was a fucking nightmare, but Blender, I could run not just like the actual, I could run the program and the fucking files, everything, off of one tiny little hard drive, like a Sony something T5000 or something like that. That's a Terminator. Not just that, it's like open source. It has, I think the Blender, is it Blender Grease Pencil tool that is just so much better than... Girls, what does the matter? Why are we freaking out? The world exists and you are in it. That's not an issue. I think it's when I talk loudly they start getting scared, because when I don't stream, they're like quiet as they're quiet as 3 little mouses. But now I start talking like, I've never tried Blender 2D. Wait, is Blender 2D a separate thing? It's just using Grease Pencil on 3D, right? And you just keep the camera like flat? That's what I thought at least. But you don't have to. That's what I understood. Then you add the... Yeah, wait, no. It's a new option in Blender? What the fuck? Really? Maybe it is that much easier, but I would still want to stick to 3D. I would still want to stick to, like... If I were to open up a Blender project, and by the way, I have not even finished the donut, even though it's easy as hell. I was doing it with my producer. And then we took a break because it was late at night, and then we just never got back to it because we both had other pressing matters. But if I were to open up a new Blender file, even if I had to do entirely 2D, I think I would still do it on like a regular 3D preset, or whatever you call it, like a template. I'd still do it on a 3D template. Camera movements and staging seem so much better. Oh, but then, I don't know. Maybe I get... Well, why would you overcomplicate if you just want to do something simple, right? That doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, I guess it would... And good on Blender for giving more options. Because here I am, the consumer, thinking, why would they even have that? But I think your job as a company... Well, it's not your job. But I think what makes for a good soft... I don't even know... Dude, I don't know. Don't quote me on it. But I feel like the idea of providing more and more options, even if it's useless, like accessibility options, are fucking awesome. I remember when I used to be somebody who'd complain about, what the fuck? I don't remember this in Dragon Ball. Okay, well, you didn't need to keep playing this fucking Dragon Ball music with the trumpets. But what was I saying? I remember when I used to have arguments about game difficulty because of Sekiro and stuff like that. Because I think that different experiences are all beautiful, as dumb as that may sound, or as cringe as that may sound. And I think, like, if some experiences are exclusionary by nature, they should be allowed to exist. And somebody was telling me, while that's true, it doesn't make you any less of a dick for making exclusionary stuff. And to me, that always seemed kind of fucked up, because I think artists and directors and developers having the autonomy to create whatever they want has always been something that's been super important in my mind. And, like, shaming them for doing something, even if it's exclusionary, is kind of fucked. If you don't get a piece of art, that's, like, on you, not on the developer. But I did kind of get convinced a little bit about the game difficulty thing. Because I was a Souls... I did not play all Souls going. I just like Sekiro. For the most part. I don't even like Dark Souls, I think. I mean, it's alright. It's not bad. I just don't like it. But, somebody was saying, like, it costs... I mean, development time, maybe. But, like, how difficult would it be for you to just add some, like, options for colorblind people? Like, to change, like, the health bars. Like, does that really take away from your artist experience if the health bars aren't red and maybe they're, like, green or something like that? Like, if there's a toggleable option? Or, like, does it really take away from your experience if you change, like, a couple of settings here and there to make the game more accessible? And it's kind of hard to argue when... I don't know. It doesn't seem like it would detract away that much from your fucking vision. Now, I understand that Dark Souls games are meant to be like, oh, they're hard and they're gonna press you. And if you quit... Right? If you quit, that speaks to you. The game, what is it? Oh, you only failed the game. It's only game over when you stop trying. Sure, maybe that is what the developers, Miyazaki, is trying to say with Dark Souls. Maybe there's like, oh, because you only become an undead for real when you quit playing the game because it's so hard because you lost your purpose and you're not trying. Cool, that's fine. But why not let people toggle their own experiences? And if the risk of that is that somebody's gonna beat the game with way too much ease and rob themselves of that experience, let them rob themselves of that experience. Like, it's on them. Like, I don't know, what's stopping those people from, like, hacking or cheating the fucking game, right? And getting to the end, or just Google what the ending looks like. Maybe in a world where Game Shark that doesn't exist, maybe that argument could kind of make sense. I don't like Dark Souls game, way too hard for me. Yeah, and that I feel like what is it? Years ago, I probably would have said like, oh yeah, it's just not for you and whatever. But like I said, I think the more I think about it, the more it could be for everybody. Because if the average hardcore gamer skill is up here and mine's like down here, why can't I make it harder for I don't know. Why can't I fine-tune it to make it still difficulty? When all the time I feel like I'm wasting time? Yeah, in all honesty. And some people just aren't built to slam their heads against the wall over and fucking over and fucking over. Because no matter how much you glorify or you make Dark Souls sound like beautiful, like, oh, the dance, oh, it's learning the moves, it's still ultimately thrashing your head against the wall. That's what it is. You just don't want to call it that. And some people just aren't built to beat their heads against the wall. You can make it sound beautiful, but it is what it is. I don't really like Japanese game devs. Oh shit. Now that is a hot ass fucking take. That's a smoldering fucking take. Would you want to talk about that? You don't have to if you don't want to. Because I love I love the shit they come out with over there. I just think they experiment more, is what I think. Again, Ico and Shadow of the Colossus are always going to be held up in my list of like, oh my god, amazing Japanese games. But Chulip, fuck, what is it? Like the guys that branched off into doing like WarioWare, and I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot more experimentation stuff that was happening over there before the indie scene here. But the Western indie scene picked up big time, and I feel like they're both. I don't know. They're both pretty good when it comes to exploring. But whichever one is willing to try more things with their games, I'm more about. Try different, unique experiences. I know you can't call them Western, right? Well, maybe you can. I actually don't know. I'm thinking of a top 10 list. My list of top 10 games of all time. Like we have Outer Wilds, Disco. These are not in a particular order. I could just think of them. Outer Wilds, Disco Elysium. Those guys are not Japanese. Look, I'm very limited in what I had played, but from what I had played, there's amazing cutscenes, amazing shaders, very poor movement, animation, and no voiceovers of Japanese games. Yeah, I'll agree with that. It feels like okay. Although a lot of them maybe aren't. I actually don't know. I don't know if a lot of them aren't translated, or if it's just a matter of no voiceover. But when I think most Japanese games, and maybe I'm off the mark here, I'm more so going to be thinking about JRPGs, from the most basic to the most complicated, including Pokemon in there too. Like Pokemon's included in that, and I feel like most of them do follow this idea of most Final Fantasies. No, almost none Bandai games. Okay, well, you've hit a pocket. Okay, yeah, of course. 100%. Yes, but that is like your Bandai game, right? Because we might be thinking of very two different things. You might be thinking, when you think of Japanese games, Japanese devs, you might be thinking of Bandai, which in my opinion, they can make some good stuff. But it's going to be a lot of... They're going to have their champs, you know? I understand what you're saying. It's funny because someone wrote a comment about my opinion of anime protagonists on YouTube. They were watching my anime rant with Destiny, and they wrote an opinion piece about me not liking inspiring characters, but how they work, right? And I replied to them. I was like, "Oh, these are very good points. Thanks for letting me know." And then I replied, "Well, you're thinking about this because you're only looking at shonen protagonists." And that's not the reality when you look at things even in the 80s with Gundam, with whatnot. Like, these protagonists weren't, like, inspiring, do-gooders who are trying to be good and rise up, like, rise against the challenge, and they are small, but, like, they'll do it regardless of whether Whether or not they were born with like no ninja powers or whatever it is, but they want to be Hokage, or they want to be the #1 Soul Reaper, or they want to be whatever it is. Like, a lot of these characters are going to be in shonen. And if you look away from shonen, you'll find more flawed characters. Exactly what you're looking for. And that's fair. However, I feel like if you think about the fact that most anime, I actually don't know about nowadays, but at least when Bleach, One Piece, and Naruto were coming out, Battle Shonen just dominates the anime scene and the manga scene, in my opinion. Like, the demographic of people who consume manga is primarily young teens who love Battle Shonen. By that alone, even if we don't have the numbers, we can probably assume that most of them are going to be just Battle Shonen. And therefore, they will have these protagonists. But what I mean to say is that not all Japanese games are like Bandai games that are produced by Bandai or published by Bandai. Mind you, Bandai publishes some games that aren't like that, like fucking Ace Combat, or I think they publish Dark Souls, but they don't produce. But you're talking about stuff that's produced or made by Bandai, and that's fair. Yeah, it's fair that it's a fair complaint that they have no voiceover, and I don't like it either, okay? There are wonderful games that are fantastic, but I will never play them because I don't want to bother to fucking read subtitles for 11,000 fucking years. I don't care how good your cutscenes are, okay? And there are games that I normally wouldn't have played, but the fact that they're voice acted gave me the one. Girls, come on. There has to be a relax button. But no, not Disco Elysium. Well, Disco Elysium, I wouldn't have played if it wasn't fully voice acted. In fact, I bought Disco Elysium before the final cut when it was voice acted. And I didn't play it. I dropped it. And then I came back after it was voice acted, and I was like, fuck. If you're gonna flood me with fucking text, at least get some actors to act. Get some drama. Get some intensity in here. Look, I love Naruto. I know it. The games, you need to read the fucking conversations in case there's not start like, dude, fucking. No, I get what you're saying. I understand. I don't like the infinite reading too. So there's two things that we can attribute to it, right? We can either assume that the budget would be astronomical if they were to hire voice actors for all the side content, or we can assume they just didn't care, didn't bother. One of them is a lot more malicious than the other, right? I'm always going to be charitable, and I'm always going to assume that budget constraints are largely what keeps games like that away from being voice acted, but they didn't care. Don't bother. I'm always going to be charitable, and I can't blame you for being uncharitable. We don't know. It's like Schrodinger's Bandai non-voice acted game. It's one or the other, bro. Like, so they have to be both at the same time. I actually don't know Schrodinger's cat. I have no idea if it's like it's alive and dead at the same time, or if it's like you don't know, so it could be both. Dude, look at Elden Ring. Look at the animation and shooting. Wait, Elden Ring was published by Bandai Namco. Oh, are you saying that's your point? Like Bandai does? Well, to be fair, I don't know. It wasn't made by Bandai, but they published it. They published it in the West, I'm pretty sure. Look at the blocking. Listen, I agree with you, okay? I agree. I didn't finish Elden Ring because I don't care about the story. And if I'm not going to play a cool character, I'm not going to be happy. And I wanted to play a character that punched a lot with his fists, and I don't know if I will. Anyways, where did we stop at Elden Ring? I don't remember. I think I was headed to the volcanic capital. I beat the fucking... No, my point is that is the Japanese shit. They know what works. People like it, what they do. I'm in it. That's... You're engaging in the best kind of critique, okay? I understand that kind of critique because I agree with you. Where you have a problem, you have a nitpick, you're admitting to it, but you're still complaining about it, you don't like it. Talent, time. You gotta finish with a third one that starts with a T. Whatever your next... Well, you did it with a T, so I'll let you off the hook. They have everything. I don't know. Maybe, bro. Maybe. Maybe. Look at Shadow of the Colossus. Is that voice acted? Yeah. Yeah, you still decide not to do it. I'm with you. I could probably think of Western games that do that too. Never mind. I'm doing the Hassan thing, where I'm saying like, I agree with you, and then I justify it. So you know what? You do you. Look at fucking God of War. Okay, God of War is okay. That's you're holding the different standards there. God of War is like Santa Monica is what, like Sony's baby? Maybe not actually. It was? I don't know. Ghost of Tsushima. Sucker Punch is also like a fucking Bandai does not have the means that fucking Sucker Punch or fucking Santa Monica does. Best Japanese game. It's not made by You know this. That's why you're about to say best Japanese game made by non-Japanese devs. Okay, what about Metal Gear? What about that? You can't shit on Metal Gear. Don't fucking ... me. What about Metal Gear? You can't touch Metal Gear with a 10-foot pole. What now? Shadow of the Colossus, I wanted to beat you with that, but it is also voice acted, and so is Ico, even if you can't understand what the fuck they're saying. But to be fair, you are talking about games that have a lot of story. It wouldn't make sense for me to bring up these games where the story is mostly being delivered in a visual, like, narrative, right? Like, if I were to say, oh, look at Bandai, they published or they produced Inside, and that doesn't have voice acting and the story is, like, great, you'd look at me and you'd be like, are you fucking mentally ill? I understand what you're saying, and I agree with you. Again, I picked up Disco Elysium, and I promised I only loved it as much as I did because of the voice acting. And not only the voice acting, because of the... well, I'm saying voice acting. Not only because it was fully voiced, but because the acting was so good in it as well. Outer Wilds has no voice acting whatsoever. And there's a good chunk to read, but to be fair, it's kind of like a puzzle solving... You're kind of like piecing things together. Baldur's Gate. I probably would never touch Baldur's Gate if it wasn't fully voice acted. God knows I wasn't going to sit there and read all these fucking character dialogues and try... I'm not a book reader. I'm not reading a book, I'm doing a video game. You spent way too much time on this request, just like every other, because you refuse to learn. To be honest, one of my favorite games is One Piece. Surprising amount of dialogue. Dude, I was just saying, who was I talking to? I think it was Chinese Agent. I don't think he's here right now, because he'd be piping up if he was here. I was talking to Chinese Agent. Koei Tecmo, the best move that they ever made was turn the Musou formula into a One Piece game. One Piece translates so fucking well to the kind of Dynasty Warrior stuff. Mind you, not the Empires. I think, I said it before, I'll say it again, I think all the Dynasty Warrior Empire games are pretty cool. Like the ability for you to like choose where in a country you're going to attack next, make your own character and whatnot, have your own relationships. Kind of create your own story. That stuff is always really cool to me. But man, the Koei Tecmo guys taking that like that Musou format of like Dynasty Warriors and turning it into One Piece for the Pirate Warrior stuff. That was actually a genius move. That was a brilliant move. And you know what? People liked it too with Zelda. I don't play a whole lot of Zelda games. I don't think it kind of works. I think while it's cool to hear about these giant wars in the... Girls. While I think it's kind of cool to hear about these giant wars that happen in the world of Zelda, like, I feel like Zelda isn't like a war game, you know? But that's just me. But One Piece, it makes sense. Which one, is it Marineford when they're saving? Have never played a Zelda? I was gonna say good for you, but I don't know if that's the right response. I was gonna be like, good for you! Good job! Not letting yourself, I need to? Well, that's how I feel about Halo. I grew up with, I went to play Breath of the Wild and the new one. Man, that's interesting. I'm watching my girlfriend, I'm watching the producer go through Tears of the Kingdom. And, It's a mix of hate and love. And she was a lover of Breath of the Wild. She adored that game. I ain't buying a fucking Switch. I feel you. Okay. Ever since the Steam Deck came out, I kind of run out of good graces for the Switch. I think it was a good move on Nintendo's part to make something handheld. I'm just a big sucker for handheld. I fucking had the PSP when that came out. I got the Vita on release. I worked cleaning a fucking bathroom. Well, a bathroom. I worked cleaning bathrooms at a Mexican restaurant to fucking get the fucking Vita on release. So I'm a fan of handhelds. So when Nintendo announced theirs, and at least I feel like the promise for the Switch was that it was going to be as good as a console. Because again, you can dock it and turn it into a console. Like a stationary console. So the Switch is good for that, but I don't know, man. I don't blame anybody for being like, I don't want to buy a fucking Switch. I don't blame you. Mine is currently collecting dust. I'd probably use it more if Nintendo Online didn't cost money, because I'd play probably like Splatoon. But I ain't about to fucking pay for Nintendo Online, brother. That is not gonna fucking happen. I'd rather take that money and pump it into a subscription to Final Fantasy 14. There you go. Why are we listening to the fucking Ice Age song on repeat, bro? Undertale home? Nah, hit me with this. I grew up not poor, but I didn't have the resources to buy neither. I get that. At least where I'm at, Nintendo is not as popular. Wait, what? Now I'm trying to figure out where you live. Are you in Bulgaria? I'm trying to think where in the world would Nintendo not be that popular. Like, I feel like Nintendo's like universally popular. 1000 IQ. Listen to me, okay? Good job, mate. Listen to me, okay? I can sniff your sass all the way from where you live. All right, so maybe maybe take a chill pill. All right. What's the matter with you? Okay. It says not. You know, yell at me for being good faith. I took you at your word. You said not Bulgarian. I believed you. Okay. Big mistake. But man, that's kind of crazy. I thought Nintendo was like #1 video game popularity worldwide. Xbox and Sony, I could kind of see them not being popular depending on where they are. But to me, Nintendo translated universally to successful video games no matter where you are. It's kind of wild to hear that's not the case in certain areas. That's insane. I also don't come from North America. I am in North America, but I don't come from North America. And where I come from, I think Nintendo I think it followed the same rhythm of game company popularity as it did in the West, I think. I'm 25. Oh shit, bro, you're younger than me. I'm 25. It was very rare to find somebody who had a Nintendo. That's kind of fair, I guess. Man, that's so strange. Oh, yes. Well, you know, in Europe, things are different. Well, you know how it is in Europe, right? Oh, you just know how it goes over there. What the fuck? Why is this playing at 2 speed? Bro, hello? Okay, there you go. Now we're calmer, now we're relaxed. Well, you know how it goes over there. It's a bit different. Okay, there you go. Now draw the blood. Draw the blood. Draw the blood. Dude, I'm gonna have to start watching Jujutsu Kaisen because of all these fucking absolute demons in the fucking chat. Nobody can shut the fuck up about it. Now, the animation does look really good. I've seen the clips myself. It looks incredible. But man, I was not interested, and these fucking demons won't shut the fuck up about it. Same with Demon Slayer. Okay, Demon Slayer, in my opinion, makes sense. I'm not the biggest fan of... I'm a pass on my end, Chief. I can let Demon Slayer slide, because Demon Slayer, I think... Mind you, I'm not saying Jujutsu Kaisen is lying, but Demon Slayer is such a bite-sized thing. You know, it's not that long, it's got a movie, and, Wait, is the anime over? Demon Slayer is weird as yeah, but like, it's got a unique vision, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of unique, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Not that Jujutsu Kaisen isn't... When I say unique, hold on. I'm not talking about story structure or what it is. I'm talking about specific visually unique. I think Demon Slayer is visually unique because of... Because anybody that says that Demon Slayer is unique in the sense of it not being a fucking shonen is wrong. Demon Slayer, in my opinion, is if you just took all the fucking, not just like the tropes, but like the high impact moments of shonen and you smushed them together. Like you distilled it. You're like, you know what? Usually Coke will have at least 20% water. Fuck it. Cut the 20% water. Just serve them syrup. Like, some people will like it, but it's, you know, it does. People really love simping over an underage. Okay! You know what I am? I'm a meat eater. You're telling a meat eater what the fuck is in there. You're showing me a picture of a cute little cow and you're like, you're eating this. Stop! I know what happens, okay? I'm choosing to turn a blind eye to it. You don't need to remind me of this. Okay? I'm choosing to ignore that aspect of it, okay? I'm trying to pretend like things are better. And like it doesn't bother me. I'm a meat eater. Alright, relax. You motherfucking vegan. Stop. Why you gotta come out swinging like that, bro? What's the matter with you? Why you going for the throat? People out here just trying to watch anime. What about the thighs? What about the thighs? What about the thighs? Now I'm kind of worried. What are you talking about? What about the thighs? I'm kind of getting... Oh, like her thighs? I'm so scared of waving a thing. Oh, listen! I would give... No, I feel like this is okay to say. I'm not saying that it's not weird. I would give Demon Slayer a bit more the benefit of the doubt, considering who made it. Larinus, get the fuck out of here. Watch it. Watch it. Oh, wait, was that... Are you telling me to watch it, or are you telling... Or is that a Steven Crowder reference? My brain's kind of fucked. Watch it. Watch it. Watch it. Watch it. Watch it. How does he say it again? I don't remember. Both, don't worry. Shut the fuck up. What was I saying? I would give Demon Slayer the little bit of the benefit of the doubt. What's the Saiyan armor called? Is it just Saiyan armor? Oh, okay, gotcha. It's like... I would give Demon Slayer a little bit of the benefit of the doubt, considering it wasn't made by a dude. I don't care if that's sexist, okay? I think that there's... Oh god, am I gonna get in? Yeah, it's my stream. Maybe you should be more careful. You want to get a job. And there are people in the industry that watch you. I know this. True, women can do no wrong. Shut the fuck up, Larinus. You're cruising. This motherfucker is ice skating uphill. Actually, didn't know that. Yeah, Demon Slayer is pretty cool. It's made by a lady. She did some pretty cool work. But that's not to say that women can't be creeps. I'm just saying I am willing to give it more of a benefit of the doubt. Now I like Demon. No, it's amazing now. You fixed it. You solved the issues. No, she kicked ass. I'm pretty sure that One Piece is back in the usual throne, but during the publishing of Demon Slayer, it fucking kicked the shit out of One Piece. Genuinely. I am half interested. I'm wrong. None of it is weird. Okay, hold on. It might still be weird. There are weird women out there. Now it all makes sense. I'm not... Listen. I don't know, okay? Maybe... I'm not gonna say it's all fakes, you know? It could be... Who knows? I'm just saying. I think it deserves more of the benefit of the doubt. But it fucking defanged One Piece on, like, sales. I didn't know what Queen did. Shut the fuck up. I like my chat. You guys are fucking funny, dude. You guys are fucking fun. I didn't know a fucking Queen made this. Damn, Queen, you live like this? Damn, Queen, you live like this? I don't want to type in the bitch version. Wow, Queen, you're so beautiful. Damn, bitch, you live like that? Bro, a new Super Eye Patch Wolf video came out. It was pretty cool. It was about The Simpsons, though. Dude, I'd play so many video essays for you guys, but I have to think of the VOD watchers, Ann Graham and Sly Jinx. The Face Rules one? The Face Rules? The Face Rules? What are you talking about? No, it's a... Rules of the Simpsons faces? No. Super Eye Patch Wolf. I think he does art, or he was in the... I think Super Eye Patch Wolf said that he was in the animation industry to keep on model and stuff. No. Super Wolf Eye Patch. That's the one. He does general media stuff. He watches anime and he does video essays on it. He did one 6 years ago about how The Simpsons went from being really fucking good back in the day to turning into shit.
Fucking goddamn it!
And yesterday he released
some of these IMDb.
Yesterday he released a video about The Simpsons being good again, but he does some good anime stuff. I don't think he does art, or maybe he did art a long time ago and doesn't do it anymore. But he mostly talks about like anime stuff, and he did a really cool breakdown about how Demon Slayer absolutely stomped on One Piece publishing sales, like the actual volumes themselves. The current state of Shonen Jump 2001. I'm pretty sure that was the one. But Demon Slayer's over. It was bite-sized. You can actually, not long at all. Didn't overstay its welcome, which is good. You know? That's why I recommended it to Steven. I don't know why he brought up Demon Slayer first. He mentioned it. And I feel like that's a perfect pick for what he said he was. You know what I want to do? Every time that I see somebody commenting about me talking to Steven about that one time that it happened, people are like, you should tell him to watch this, you should tell him to watch that. I want to break down why all these things would not work. He is a stubborn... You guys are thinking about what anime you like and what anime is good, because there's a lot of people that are recommending good anime, but you guys aren't thinking about the fucking guy who you're recommending it to. You guys are just recommending shit that you can understand 1,000 reasons why it's good, but you're not thinking of the guy. He's a little man. He's not going to watch a lot of anime. That's not going to happen. Nah, I am not recommending anything to anyone. I recommend High School D. Wait, stop. What? Stop! You're... Not Bulgarian. You messaged me, and I was like, this person is so earnest, and this person is so full of heart. And then you show up on my kick chat, and now you're letting loose. Now you're kicking it back, and you're putting your fucking feet on the table, and you're like, recommend Steve Boku no Pico. You're like, oh, you know, Steve would totally love Ava Copium. He would totally love Killer. I think those are great. Fucking do it. What do you mean? I'm not gonna recommend them. I'm not gonna do it. The two shows he mentioned, one of them's not anime. Of course I won't. I'm not gonna do it. No. The two shows that he mentioned wanting to watch were Arcane, which I think is a good watch. In my opinion, the whole thing. Holy shit! You were not. Show him the true heart. No, stop. The true heart of anime is One Piece. Okay, and we'll get him to watch it someday. It's funny because Miss Harpy Lady was telling me some shit that I had no fun. I don't know if I can talk about it on stream, but there's some crazy One Piece stuff. Not about the show itself, but man. There is actually an unironically One Piece call. I'm not even fucking with you guys. That's all I can say. I won't say who or what. I'm so fucking shocked. I cannot believe the people that like One Piece. Not in like a bad way. I just wouldn't expect that to be as popular as she told me it was. Arcane is a good watch. I feel like Arcane is I've said this multiple times, I'll say it again. I feel like Arcane is directed primarily like a music video, and second like a show, right? And I feel like if I were to justify that and break it down and explain it, you guys would be like, you're just wrong. But I feel it in my heart. And there's a couple things that I hold up as to why I think Arcane's directed like the whole show I think is directed like a music video. I'm not saying that in a bad way. It's really good before somebody fucking steps up to the plate. Music videos are great. Arcane was so popular that League of Legends just announced they're warping the official Runeterra lore to make... What the fuck? Nah, I heard people really hate on One Piece. I can understand. One Piece can't really... Yeah! Okay, so can we talk about this? And even Miss Harpy, who's, like, you have no idea how much... She's great. One Piece is good, but what makes it good is also what makes it bad for some people. Okay? And you have to accept that. You have to accept that part of it's like a double. Everything you can swing about One Piece, its length. You can be like, oh my god, there's barely this many shows where you can spend this much time with characters, see funny moments where they're just shitting around, see dramatic moments. You get to see everything, and it gets you attached to these characters in a way that other anime can't do it. Beam. Here's a pro about the length. I don't have the fucking time, and I don't want to watch this story slowly unfold. I don't want to watch all this setup that's going to pay off 20 years from now. There's a negative about the length. Everything about One Piece that's good can be a bad thing. I have friends who've been watching One Piece, and I left because I knew if I stayed, I'd just start shitting on the show on how awful moment-to-moment story was. It depends on what... Here's what I think. I think if you buy into One Piece, and if you get a certain way, there's still a chance that you might not like it. But it is genius, genuinely, by anime standards. People that say that One Piece is the best story ever in all of fiction, I don't think so. I think you could probably find some literature that... This is coming from somebody who doesn't read, okay? I'm just explaining what I think, how I feel. You can probably find literature that isn't manga. And you can even find manga who are... Not Full Metal Alchemist. Okay, yes, okay. I'll give you that. 100%. Full Metal Alchemist is the example, in my opinion, of a story so perfectly fine-tuned. And I don't think it was done on purpose. I don't think it was done... I don't think Full Metal Alchemist was written with the intent of being a complete package, in my opinion. But I think the writer, who I think the mangaka for Full Metal is also a girl, right? I'm not sure. But I feel like when she made Full Metal, there was a good understanding of how long the story has been, how the arcs are taking, how long things are going, how long the arcs are taking, how long the overall... I feel like there's good story structure in FMA. And it can accomplish a lot of what One Piece... Not everything. Not everything. One Piece does some things that are wholly and solely unique to One Piece. There's no other anime that will be able to achieve some of the things that One Piece does. And I can name characters that won't mean anything if you haven't watched it. But like certain character stories, I don't think could be done in any other format. Blackbeard, Whitebeard, and we don't know that much about Blackbeard. Whitebeard, but I don't think another show could have pulled off in the exact way that it did. The story, whatever's going on with Shanks, you can't, like, it can't. Like, another show wouldn't be able, it's just impossible. You would need to be One Piece to pull it off, genuinely. Hold on, there's a lot that I need to read. Let me see. Now, I heard people really hate on One Piece. I can understand why One Piece can't really grab you with a story, but it's atmosphere. One Piece, like listening to lo-fi music. But yeah, I agree with you. I mean, some fights were straight up MVS sequences on Arcane. Yeah, I think so. I have such It's fantastic. Wow, voice crack at 20 fucking, what, 27? I think 27. The Echo Jinx fight. That one, oh, to me, I was just like, fuck it. These guys just want to make a music video. Which is fine. It's good. It works. I'm not complaining. It's good. It's good. Nah, I've watched FMA. One Piece is tripping. It depends. It depends. Watched One Piece because of the feels. It's mood. It is mood. It is mood. It is mood. And in my opinion, it does... Oh, fuck. I don't want to spoil it. But it does a lot of unique shit. Even the outlook. Okay. If you want to talk about found family who are carrying trauma, there's so many shows that do it 1,000 different ways. But fuck, One Piece is such a master at it. One Piece is... God. Oh, God. It's so good. It's so good. There's 8 viewers. Who are you going to spoil? You? Stop! Okay, don't fucking... Who are you going to spoil, retard? Stop! You guys need to behave. People here either hate it or haven't watched it. Listen, we can convert people. If I think that Steven can be converted, I know what happened. There's just some stuff like, for example, I will admit something. I'm kind of scared that Miss Harpy is here. Fuck no, I gave One Piece a watch, and that was painful. I'm not going through episode. That's fine. You don't have to, okay? But I have VOD viewers to think about, okay? 2 people watch my VOD. Dude, that's a really cool character bit right there. I was talking to my producer. How funny it is, like, a guy... Okay, hold on. This is going to sound out of pocket, but trust me on this one. How funny of a character is it, like, a guy who likes to be, like, dominated by women and, like, shoved around and pushed and mistreated and being treated like a pet and, like... But, like, he's just really nice. You know? So, like, you can be like, yeah, I'm gonna beat his ass because it'll make him feel good. But he's just so nice. You don't want to do that to him. Like, he's just so sweet. He's just such a sweet fella. You know, he's so charming and fun. And he's got these puppy eyes. And you're like, dude, I can't do it. Like, isn't that like a cool little dilemma? How interesting of a character would it be to have, like, a streamer who is permanently stuck at, like, 10 viewers or less, but he keeps acting like he has, like, thousands of watchers? Like an audience of millions. It is what it is. For me, One Piece started becoming good after the 3rd. Yeah. I'll give it to you. Yeah. Miss Harpy was telling me that personally for her, if you can't get past, if they don't like it after Arlong Park, it's kind of fucked. Which is funny because I hear a lot of people say that. I understand where it's from because you understand the depth of, like, not the it's only scratching the surface, but you understand that One Piece isn't just like a regular little shonen show when you find out Nami's backstory. It is fucking tragic. And One Piece sells itself so much on, like, this cheery atmosphere. Absolutely it is. It's this cheery atmosphere. We have this slapstick comedy of Luffy jumping in front of Zoro about to be fucking shot, and his body fucking takes all the fucking rubber and shoots the bullets back, and like, oh, what the hell? And, like, Zoro gets, like, he's getting fed by this girl who has, like, I started liking after the CP9. Dude, I started liking it when Chopper left Drum Kingdom. That's when I liked One Piece. I was like, oh, fuck, I love this. And that's how many episodes in, bro. That's, like, fucking unbelievable. I feel like I wouldn't love One Piece back in the old days of just watching TV, rather the deliberate choice to watch it over everything else. And that's... Okay, so that is part of what I'm thinking about. I started watching One Piece when I was in my whole... my God, don't spill it. When I lived back in the old country, I should refer to it as that. So there's no, if I muscle memory myself into saying the old country, there's no way I could ever accidentally spill where I'm from. Back in the old country, I used to watch One Piece because it would be episodic and because it was on fucking TV. And I feel like the anime, not the manga, benefits from the fact of you being young, you coming home from school, and in fucking Toonami, there being a block of like 30 anime that you want to watch, and maybe Dragon Ball comes after One Piece. So you sit through One Piece and you think like, this was okay. Like, what did I watch because it was just on TV? Beautiful Joe. I never played the video game until I arrived to Canada. And long before I ever fucking found out. No, it was long after I found out what the fuck was Platinum Games, Clover Studios, all of that. I watched Beautiful Joe. Just because it was on. Beautiful Joe was on TV. See what I mean? Beautiful Joe had an anime. Yeah, and it was awesome. Okay, it wasn't awesome. The intro I really liked a lot. Shaman King. No, Shaman King, my parents bought the actual, like, books, and I read it, so can't say that for Shaman King. What else was on TV? Code Lyoko. I watched some episodes because it was on fucking TV. And, like, there was one of, like, a muscular, is it Total Muscle or whatever the fuck it's called? Because it was on TV. Total Muscle anime? Of, like, a wrestler guy with these, yeah, it was, Ultimate Muscle. I used to watch the shit out of this just because it was before Dragon Ball. It's like a wrestling anime. Although, mind you, I can't tell you what the fuck's going on here. But, like, I watched a ton of this. I was thinking about the bit where Usopp was yelling at Luffy about abandoning the Mary. A ship that Usopp was pretending was a person. And I was done. It was painful. You know what? I will say, maybe One Piece, you know what, and I'm not saying this in a bad way, maybe One Piece was never, that's right, maybe One Piece is never meant for you. And that sounds so kind of mean to say, but I'm not, you know what, maybe. I understand where you're coming from. It is just like a ship, it's like a thing, and we can get a new one. What the fuck's the deal with it? However, I want you to remember a couple things. The Mary was given to Usopp by his little crush girlfriend, and it was beginning of his actual adventure as a warrior of the sea. Mind you, you'd say logically nobody would give a fuck about a fucking ship. It's a ship, it's a car, it's a vehicle, you can get a new one. In fact, you probably need to get a new one. Why the fuck are you bitching and moaning about it? However, it does lead to somewhere really special. I thought the same way that you did. Even if you put into account Usopp's emotional attachment to the ship, which he's going to have, and in my opinion, the show doesn't do a good job justifying it. As an afterthought, you as a viewer can think so much more about what does the Mary mean for all these people. And you can think of it as an afterthought, and mind you, some could argue, oh, the show's not going to hold your hand like that. But it does constantly. One Piece does fucking hand-holding. When you find out about Nami's backstory, and when you find out that when you find out that all the villagers knew that Nami was working for Arlong so she could save them, right? They outright spelled that out for you. When I feel like it was obvious to fucking begin with, when the pin hat guy says like, Nami, you don't have to fucking do anything. We'll go to Arlong, and if we all die fighting him, that's okay. And she's like, stop it. I'm gonna stab you guys. She's like, nah, we're just gonna run. Like, I feel like at that point it's fucking obvious. But One Piece does the anime thing where it does spell out that for you. Like, it tells you, outright tells you, instead of treating you like an adult. Well, maybe because the show's meant for, like, teens, so maybe it makes sense. But, as an afterthought, you can think about how much the Mary means to all these characters. You totally can. In the show, the ship is another... The ship is another crew member, pretty much. Yeah, 100%. Every pirate has a unique ship. Every pirate has a unique ship. A lot of thought and care went into making them. A lot of character. True. But I agree with Makensha in the sense that I also thought that way when I first watched the show. And then by the end of that arc, it did something I wasn't expecting, and it did something special that changed my mind. The mindset that Not Bulgarian's talking about is the mindset that I arrived at after watching that. At the end of that arc, something really unique and something that caught me off guard happens. It made me cry like a baby. I think it made everybody cry. But I wasn't expecting to cry because I didn't originally buy into that mindset of, like, logically, it's a fucking ship. And part of the reason why they need to get rid of the Going Mary is because things are going to get way fucking rougher after this point. The Mary's not going to be able to withstand it. So no matter what you think, no matter what, at the end of the day, no matter what, the Mary is just not built to handle the sea further ahead. It needs to change. Like, it has to. It's not like a thing where, like, maybe we can save her. No, it's just not gonna happen. Not me. I didn't care. I didn't have that mindset, like the logical mindset of like, hey, if I'm working on a ship and my ship has holes in it, that fucking sucks, but I need a new ship. Who cares? I had that mindset going into it. And by the end, they do a thing, and I was like, fuck, this is magic. The fact that they got my cynical, whatever, logical ass of like, this doesn't make sense, to buy into that, it's part of, I feel like that's part of the appeal that I have for One Piece. It's the fact that it can win people over. Not always, right? Makensha didn't get turned over. But the fact that I feel like it got me to buy into a lot of feels over reals is wonderful. And part of that is the music, in my opinion. I don't think One Piece would be nearly, and that's the reason why I'm sure the manga is great. I personally think that it's too cluttered. Oda's art style is beautiful, sure, but fuck, I have a hard time understanding what the fuck's going on with the panel, and everyone tells me that's a me issue. I don't believe it. I think genuinely, I can't tell what the fuck is going on. Those panels are not fucking clear, in my personal opinion. That's okay. They're very rich, they're very dense. I can't tell what the fuck's happening. But the manga doesn't have the music, and I feel like the music is so much buy-in. When you get to the end of that arc and Mother C starts playing, dude, are you serious? And the fact that Mother C is like this much gentler. Is it piano? I don't know what it is. The fact that Mother C is such a gentler version of We Are, right? Fuck. And like, man, I don't know. The music is just gold. It's actual gold. It was gold. It's hard not to get the emotional moments without all of that. When Chopper's leaving Drum Drum, the music that they play when oh my god, I was about to call her Hero Act. That's not her name, bro. Oh god, I forgot the name of the medicine lady. God, I forgot her name. But whenever they're leaving and like the music, like I don't know. I don't have the terminology for music because I don't study music, so I have no clue. But like the music is rising up as like Chopper's leaving Drum Drum after the fireworks explode. The culmination of Hero Act's life, because he saw the cherry blossoms and he thought himself cured, so he tried to do the same thing. And after years of work, you can't grow cherry blossoms in Drum Drum with all the fucking snow, so he figures out this way of making cherry blossoms appear in Drum Drum regardless of all of that. And that happens, and Chopper breaks down crying because it's his dad's work. Like the culmination of his life as he died was to heal people, and he finally achieved his dream of getting a cherry blossom to bloom, and it makes everybody feel this awe in their hearts. I'm sure all of them are still equally as sick as they were before. Fine. But that's an example. That's an example right there of your logical brain thinking like, oh, but the firework isn't gonna cure anybody. Everyone's still just as sick. Sure, but you're kind of getting away from the emotional aspect of this. This is a culmination of a character arc, and a beautiful one at that. And the music keeps rising up as Chopper leaves. And finally, that old kooky lady whose name I don't remember, her final words to Chopper are, what did she say? She says like, go with peace, my foolish son, or goodbye, my foolish son. Like this lady that used to beat the shit out of this fucking reindeer and who kind of took him in as like a loser because Hero Act died. I think she liked him, right? But pretty much taking care of him after, like, because of Hero Act, because she cared for him in some capacity, in some way. She accepted this fucking outcast reindeer as her son, and now he's leaving the nest. He's leaving the nest, and she's ready to let him go, to help him heal his broken heart, his loss of Hero Act, and loss of not having any friends, and loss of not wanting to be there. She's helping him heal, and like, obviously she doesn't want to say goodbye. You have this tendency with One Piece mentors, like Sanji's father figure. No, that's not true. Dude, I don't know. But like Sanji not wanting to say, okay, hold on. You're getting carried away in the feels. Go back to what you were saying. So, I don't know, it's this beautiful character arc where you have this wizard lady who's withered and annoying and fucking loud and very abrasive, And her tender way of getting her son to leave is to kick him out of the nest. And you can see it in her face when she's leaving. And then she like says goodbye. I don't know. There's a lot of emotion. And I feel like if you turn off some of your logical thinking brain, and that's, I hear people complain about that. If you ever told me to shut off my brain while watching a show, I'm going to eat your fucking colon. You shouldn't say that. It should all be... No, sometimes it's about being emotional. Sometimes it's about conveying like the... I don't know what you call it, like a... Yeah, sometimes it is about the feels, okay? And One Piece it's the mood, it's the feels. It has world building, it has like stuff for the logical brain, it's just in the background, alright? What comes first and foremost is this emotional mindset, is like delivering character arcs, this moment-to-moment story, right? There's a bunch of illogical stuff that I'm sure you can pick out about One Piece, I'm sure. But I feel like its priority is to hit you in the feels. Like Skypiea. Skypiea is so, like, you think about it, and there's so much shit that's like, what? That doesn't make any sense. But it's not about the fucking... It's not about the nitpicking. It's not and I'll call it nitpicking, because you're getting away from what the show's trying to do. I feel like if you go into One Piece and you're trying to, like, logically pick apart, like, all the decision-making and shit like that, it's like going to watch a John Wick movie and being like, okay, I'm watching John Wick, but, you know, it doesn't kind of make sense what happened to his house. And really, how does the city of New York deal with the fact that John Wick is, like, just shooting up these places? Is the media not showing that there's a mass murderer in a loose? Is the government not going to bring in some kind of military authority to take down this guy? And you're, like, thinking about these fucking things that don't get explained, like, oh, maybe the High Table has control over the government, maybe, I don't know, but they don't explain it. It's a fucking John Wick movie, bro. It's about John Wick going through his personal character arc and fucking shooting shit up. Sorry, am I getting a little bit emotional? I tend to be a little bit of a spaz, so sorry about that. I remembered that I died laughing from the laugh of the gas dude. Oh yeah, Gecko Moria? Yeah, 100%. I feel like the anime of One Piece is better than the manga. I feel like the manga is... I can't wait enough for the anime, so I'll read it. I can't wait enough. Because the music is so much of One Piece. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think One Piece would be, fuck it, 25. A quarter. I feel like One Piece would be a quarter worse off of the entire narrative story of everything if it didn't have the music. If it didn't... And it sucks because Toei... Those penny pinchers, those motherfuckers cut so many corners making so much of One Piece. When you realize who's really behind the There's Chinese Agent. Oh, very funny. Chinese Agent, I figured it out. I figured out what I'm trying to say. No matter what Baldur's Gate does bad, it's still an incredible game with unbelievable amount of resources. And I can think of a couple examples of the effort that I'm talking about. Of what makes it, what earns it the extraordinary thing that you're saying. Like, people are praising this game way too highly. And for me, I can understand if you say people are praising it for the wrong reasons. I get that. But I feel like I know the right reasons. And it involves the Tiefling Caravan at the beginning of the game. And it involves the amount of work that they went to make sure that every single one of those characters had a important backup character for if they fucking died, who are all fully voice acted and who have unique interactions just for them as backup characters, who, if the game goes as intended, you'll never get to meet because those people won't be dying, right? That's one example. Also, the fact that I'm finding out that apparently, like, I think I know what the bad gate playthrough, the evil playthrough of Baldur's Gate is. And apparently you can be companions with people who I never in my life thought you could. What the fuck? That's pretty cool. Listen, I'm seeing a lot. We still, honestly, I can't speak about all that. Both times I beat the game, saved the tiefling, saved the gnomes. What? Really? Okay, well, I can understand the frustration with that. Okay, can we call this done? We're calling this done. There are other requests that I was supposed to do. Also, I'm going to do something too. I'm going to prioritize kick requests over DGG chat requests. If you're a viewer, you should be rewarded. Sup, Wolfgang? Here comes fucking Buttercup. Here comes Buttercup. What were you up to, Buttercup? You know what why the fuck is he winning here? Because it was a DGG request. I'm also a pepper. I'm a pepper. Yeah, just ass clap stupid ass Pepe. I'm gonna post this on thing. Imager. This is a chat request. If you guys want to request the other way around, I can do that too. I should reward my fucking kick viewers. DGG chat is like half paying attention to me. They don't even know I exist. Why shouldn't I invest on my investors? The people who are giving to me. The people who spend every day looking at me and being like, damn, I like his ugly mug. I want more of that. He's gonna do the Sonichu. I will do the Sonichu right now. I will do the Sonichu. I noticed you never finish your sentences. I noticed you never finished. You never finished giving me a break. You know what? I could clap back at you and be rude, but instead I'll appeal to your human heart if you have one, Buttercup. And I'll say, you never give me a break. Banang. Here is your drawing request that I did live, filthy animal. Okay. Alright, there you go. Looking good. Okay, back to... I never noticed you finish it. Shut the fuck up. Oh, damn, Buttercup out for war. Buttercup has been an interesting... But I feel bad. Because one time Buttercup was like, oh, I don't like the attention. And if it's true, I do feel bad. I am a Pepe poster, by the way. I won't betray my side for money. I'm a Pepe poster. If you should upload these to the Destiny Reddit for updates. If they're Destiny related, I probably will. If they're not, then I won't. Because I think I operate within a very gray area of forethought and RTVA's grace. And boy, do I not want to ruin that. He says something, then halfway... Okay. That doesn't answer my question. Why don't you... Fuck you, Buttercup. Fuck you, okay? What? Why don't you answer my question, huh? Upload to the Destiny the game Reddit. See how it feels. I'll tell you how it feels. Cold. Dude, I never thought of this. I wonder how many people... I've seen people post on the Destiny subreddit because they think it's Destiny the game, but I wonder how many people post about Destiny the streamer on the Destiny the game Reddit. And I wonder what kind of messages they get. Whatever. There has to be some. Dude, I could post my not safe for work drawing a Cade 6 on the Destiny thing, and I have like forethought would probably ban me. Never mind. That would be fucking funny though. Maybe for Halloween I should do it. Also, how's Kelly Jean's mask event? How's Kelly Jean's little thing going? You know, I wanted to incentivize community events, so I told her for the #1 winner, I'd do them a commission. Because I want to incentivize, but I don't think she advertised that at all. I don't even know if she talked about that. You know, maybe I should reach out to Forethought and be like, hey, I'll make... Actually, that's a good idea. Check 12? What the fuck do you... Check 12? What the fuck? My message didn't send. Check 12. Why are you still drawing the Pepe, bro? Just stop. You've already completed this. No more. Okay. I'm gonna let Kick Chat decide first. Any more drawing requests from you guys? My dear Kick Chat? Before I ask DGG Chat if they want any more requests? Oh, also, Makensha, I've messaged you on Twitter about progress on this one. Let me know what you think. Because, like, I added a glow to the wings, to the feathers, because I thought it would be, like, very grand and very, I don't know what you call it, angelic? But you gotta let me know what you think. Yeah, it didn't read your stinky message. I feel like me and that Bulgarian had a, what do you call it, a respect-based relationship before they came into my fucking stream chat and started putting their feet on my fucking table. It looks very nice. Thank you, Buttercup. You're very sweet. I'll never forget the shit you said. I'm just kidding. Thanks, Buttercup, you fucking... you fucking cop. You filthy, you nasty little cop. I'm sorry, I'll be in. Tape! Tape! Dude, I don't wanna get fucked up the ass. Hold on, I wanna think about this. Oh no, it's not funded. None of it is funded. Wow, that's looking so good now. What do you mean now? That's such a polite thing to say to an artist. I don't know why I replied like that. Oh my god, it's looking so good now. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean now? What do you mean? You telling me when it was like, well, the face incident? Are you telling me that the fucking 5 scribbles I put together at the beginning weren't good enough then? Huh? Well, I'll tell you what. If you didn't like me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. It's still a compliment you're giving the artist. You're still like, wow, it turned out so well. And I'm like, what do you mean turned out? What do you mean turned out? What are you saying? Are you saying I wasn't like this always? You're like, no, you didn't mean it. Just, it just wasn't looking as finished. I'm like, oh, because now it's good, is what you're saying. I'm like, no, hold on a second. That's not what I'm saying. I feel like you're being a little bit uncharitable to me. I'm like, really, Chinese agent? You sick fuck. So stupid. Anyways, Maya sucks dick. I don't know why the stop. You're getting like that again. Stop. Remember, what do we want to do? What's our mission statement? Nuance. Nuance in conversations about the industry and when critiquing things. Nuance. Let's show some nuance. I'm sure Maya is great for many wonderful reasons. However, it's hard to defend it. And if you're working in the industry and using it, it's probably because your boss told you to. Yo, you told me that to make my... Yo, you told me to make myself feel like at home when I get in here. When we go back to our previous professional relationship, you made me like this. That's true. I like it. I'm just kidding. I don't know why you're from Brooklyn, New York. Say it now, bro. Nuance, conversation, industry talks. This stream has it all. Don't miss a set. Dude! Bio number... I'm fucking posting that, bro. I should have fucking put that on the advertising for the streams. How many of you are at all from Kyla's Discord? I keep posting there every day. And I think Larenus is the only one that sticks around because of it. That boy. There's something with that boy. There's always been something with that boy, that Larenus boy. I'm glad that he's going by the old name now. Is he even in there? Sly Jinx, productivity. Angram is watching some kind of podcast. Chicken sandwich is in there. New static. The world keeps spinning, folks. It doesn't stop. Maybe say hi once in a while. If I'm not streaming, don't worry. Okay. This is me saying hi. Hello. I know you from your meltdown on Xena stream. You went kind of nuclear for... Oh my god. Oh my god, not Bulgarian. We actually have... You would probably get along with Tape. We did a review of that stream, actually. We did a review of that stream live, and we walked through everything. And it was pretty interesting. Damn. You think it was for no reason? With tape? What do you mean with tape? What are you talking about? No, with tape. With tape. Not with not with tape. With tape. For some reason. Okay, I thought you said for no reason. I was gonna be like, there is a reason, okay? I went into depth about the reason why. Tape is cool as fuck, bro. I like that guy. I like Tape. Wait, not Bulgarian. Are you in DGG chat ever? I don't think I've ever seen you in DGG chat. Tape? Yeah, Tape. Not so Tape. I don't know if you know him. He hangs out in this chat every once in a while. Okay, if nobody here has drawing requests, I will ask DGG chat. Nope, I'm reasonably new to DGG in general. Good. This is excellent. You are a fresh mind, ready for harvesting. What did you think about what I said to Xena? Hold on a second. What did you think about what I said to Xena, huh? Let's chat about the chew of the Sonic. Oh, fuck. The Sonichu. Yeah, I fucking know. The fucking Sonichu. You people... the CWers won't forget this. Find the Sonichu. Dude, completely fair, not and true. Yeah, that's based. Welcome to my chat. This is based. Somebody get them. I don't know if I'm sorry. Somebody get them a badge. Sonichu. Isn't Sonichu like really easy? Because it was Sonic but different coat of paint. I can't believe you guys are gonna make me do this. I should make it really special. If I'm gonna draw Sonichu, I should make it really fucking special. I should make like a perspective drawing. Her pieces are not the best, can look better. Saying you're 10 means yeah. Heard that from Sneeko? Uh-oh. What do you mean heard that from Sneeko? Stop! I'm just joking. I'm just busting balls. That's all I'm doing. All I'm doing is just busting balls. I'm just a ball buster. I hope that none of the new friends that I made are here. I love you guys. I surely mean well, okay? Don't think of me in ill ways. If you're gonna draw Sonichu, like at least yeah. Drawing like perspective with the chili dog. Wait, I'm gonna have to paint him. You motherfuckers are so smart. You guys getting too at it because the only way to recognize him as Sonichu is to fucking paint him. Because otherwise he's just a fucking weird ass Sonic. You guys are fucking smart. You motherfuckers are squeezing work out of me. God, I love my fucking chat. You guys are funny. You guys are fucking funny. By the way, join the Discord. Join the Discord so you too can get alerts. And you can, I don't know if you guys saw, I posted. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw. I posted some stuff in the art resources. Okay, to any artist who wants to make it into the industry and wants to look at some good example of a good art book. The Nimona art book was out. I posted it in there. You should take a look. Join the Discord. You should take a look. Oh, is the Discord link still broken? Bro, who does that? Bro, who does that? Do I need to update the Discord link every once in a while? I thought it was a one and done stop. Join the Discord, you filthy animals. If you want a commission, you know who to talk to. Oh, the Sonichu. Stop. Draw the Sonichu. And then we'll see about the rest. Is it okay if I draw Sonic wrong if it's Sonichu? Can I say that? Can I say... Sonichu kind of has like this big fucking nose like this though. He doesn't have like the Sonic pointed nose like that. He has like a butt nose. You know what I mean? I'm kind of scared of looking up Chris Chan news. Nah, I'm joking as well. But what I'm saying is true. If you think you're perfect, yeah, and it's kind of whack because Xena said the opposite later on. If you are in the DGG art Discord, the Destiny Discord, and you go into the art channel and look up Xena, she had a conversation about this afterwards. She doesn't actually think she's perfect. And she says she has room to improve. She brings up Da Vinci. I do not know why she keeps bringing up fucking Da Vinci. She's like, oh, I love the masters, Da Vinci. Okay, can I say something? Tape's gonna hate me for this because of the bridge building thing. If you love art masters, you are probably not gonna be fucking naming the most popular, well-known, like, classic artists, like Da Vinci and Picasso. Don't, what? Nobody, if you love Da Vinci and Picasso, you would probably not be, never mind. No, that's a lot of assumptions. You're being gatekeepy. Where's Leyendecker? Okay? Where is fucking Rockwell? Where's Bridgman? Where is Loomis? Where are those guys? What? Well, I actually don't know if fucking, I'm just talking about Xena, because Xena says she liked all those guys. Well, she says that she likes the masters. But conveniently, you're naming Picasso and fucking Wolfka the Keep Emote when. We can do it. That's a request, technically. We can do it. I'm kind of being gatekeepy, okay? I am kind of being gatekeepy. I'm more than willing to admit it. And, like, fine, I'll shut up. I will. It's okay. I'm just saying... Where are those guys, huh? Those guys are masters. Should I draw him with a big caboose? You didn't ask me for it. But what's me from keeping it? What's keeping me from doing it to you? God damn it, dude. Fucking... Buttercup fucked up my mental, and I keep thinking about how to finish sentences. I will do this on purpose. This is what we're gonna do. This is how you beat self-consciousness. You do what you're worried about on purpose. So no more finishing sentences. When is your Addy arc? I thought about this. There are certain things that I worry about, okay? I told him on stream, if you take Adderall, I'm gonna take some too. Not because I'm sure that I will qualify for it is what I'm trying to say. I'm not just gonna take Adderall. I'm sure I qualify for it. In my heart, I feel it, okay? And obviously we know that this is how you determine whether you're sick or not. And in my heart, I feel it. So get the fuck off my dick, okay? But what I'm saying, you guys are getting riled up for no reason, even though you're typing nothing on chat. I know you guys are on your chair and you're thinking, damn, how does he think shit like this? This guy's a genius. No, what I know is happening is that I told him that I would take it if he took it, and he is doing it. So, you know, we're thinking about it, all right? I'll say this. I'm scared still. I'm still scared, you know? I'm still a scared boy. I'm frightened. I'm frightened by the power of Adderall, okay? Not just Addy, but... Is he actually taking the meth? I don't know anything about drugs, and I don't want to argue with him. And I don't want people to send a fucking VOD of me being like, he shouldn't take meth, and he's gonna ask me, like, why? Why shouldn't I take meth? Why'd you look into this? Don't call me a pussy. I'm a brave warrior of the sea. You know what? You know what's guaranteed to make people stop calling you a pussy? When you actually just say, "Don't call me a pussy." Don't do that. What's the matter with you? That'll do it. That'll get people to stop. Don't. I'm not, actually. I don't know if you thought about this, but no. You're wrong. I'm not a pussy. I'm a cavernous ass. No, you can't say that. Exactly. Oh, sorry. No, you're fine. You can call me whatever. Okay, you can't call me whatever. You can call me a pussy. You know which ones you can't say. You'll DM me them, I'm sure. You can call me a pussy. I don't care. I just think it's funny. Me drinking my fucking club soda. Yeah, I'll have a club soda, please. Yeah. Hey, Raider. Get me a club soda. Hey, Raider. God, I love that guy's voice. People know him from the fucking Family Guy. Okay, now you're just swearing like a sailor. Relax. Everybody's having a good time. But man, fucking Brock Sampson, Way better character, IMO, personally. God, the Venture Bros is just really good. It's a shame it ended like that, but really good. Okay, it's looking Sonichewy, huh? He's got that giant head, you know? He's got that... Although, if you make his legs like that, they'll kind of look freaky, though. Don't add like muscle to his legs. Just make it flat. And he's like, "Fucked your mom." I'm sorry. Sorry. Best behavior. Sorry. I'm fine. Aren't you guys fine? Are you guys all right? You guys having a good time? Stop, don't laugh. It wasn't a funny joke. It wasn't your mom joke, and it was low effort. And you guys are kind of being weird about it. That's not me at all. Does he have... Just draw the fucking thing, dude. Why does it have a Pikachu tail? You'll have to ask, and I'm scared. I'm scared because if you don't know this, that means you'll get to find out. And I'm worried that I'm kind of trying to think of what's worse. To tell you or to not tell you. Why does it have a Pikachu tail? Well, you know. Some people are visionaries, and some people are leaders, and others are followers, okay? I'm doing the thing, aren't I? I'm doing the thing. Sonichu is a fictionally created character. A cross, an original cross between, oh God, don't look it up. Don't look it up. Don't look it up. You're gonna regret it. You're gonna regret it. You're gonna regret it. Dude, we were just explaining Grace Thorpe to viewers yesterday. It's kind of weird to be talking about Sonichu and its creator right after. It feels like more and more there have been cases and cases of some horrible, heinous things happening. Not Bulgarian. Stop! Did you link him the doc? Did you? You did. You did link him the doc. You know that I rate. When I was in college, I rated them because I watched so many of them. There's at least like 3 that I can think of docs on Chris Chan. Some are better than others, and some of them suffered the problems that One Piece has. The one that you linked suffers from One Piece-dom. It's way too fucking long. It's actually way too long, but it goes into way more granular detail than any other one. Nah, hard disagree. I'm telling you, and coming from some, can we chill? Coming from somebody who's seen like 3 of them and who never finished watching that one because it's ongoing, that one is way too long. IMO. IMO. The first 40 or so chapters are actually legendary comedy. After that, it starts getting sad. Yeah, that's the thing, ain't it, Chief? That's the thing. Wait, why don't people draw Sonichu in the style of the fucking Ken Penders or whatever it's called? I feel like Sonichu perfectly suits that style of art. After that, there may never be anything on the internet that tops. Okay, Liquid Chris is actually really fucking good. Liquid Chris is really good. It's really good. It's unironically really good. Because it's like wholesome and it's just funny enough. And it does not feel mean-spirited. I'll tell you this. Liquid Chris, for me, is like where everybody can meet in the middle. The people that obviously just want to watch terrible things happen, they can get a giggle out of it. And the people that are feeling bad and are kind of like, man, this is awful. Everyone can... Liquid Chris is peak of all of it. 100%. Everything after that's kind of, I don't know, man. Yeah, Liquor Chris was just playing around with Chris and not doing anything cruel. It was so fucking fun. It was good. It was good. It was peak. It was peak. I won't watch the doc for the same reason. I won't. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Yeah, Laridus was just saying. It's way too long. There are other ones that you can find if you're interested. But even then, I don't think I will ever be ushering people to watch it. Because it stopped being funny last year. I will say, some people will say it stopped being funny long before that. I disagree. I think it stopped being funny last year. I think now it's I don't know what to call it. Celestial? No. Perturbed? Wrongified? Yeah, let's have this. Fantastic. Loss of innocence is a key theme in modern American literature post 9/11 Christianity. Yeah, listen, I don't know. You can tell when I have, yeah, you know. Anybody look at the Nimona art book? You should definitely do that. I want him to have madness in his eyes. This is only like this is okay. Here's what we need to do. We need to get better about how we do these requests. Okay? Because I'm okay with drawing. I'm okay with doing drawing requests, but we need to make them interesting. Because like, what is this? It's like a cool angle. But why not make him? And I'm talking about not like spending ages during a thing, but I'm talking about like, why not make him like crawl and hug himself? Why not impart? Yeah, there you go. Why not make it interesting? You can keep the perspective if you loved it so much, but why not tell like a story? You know what I mean? What's the other one saying? I stand the cool pose. But what is this one saying? Mentally perturbed Sonichu found in warehouse. Unsure of where to go next. Mentally perturbed Sonichu found in warehouse. To be what's it called? To be followed. Leaving behind mentally ill wife. And fucked up child. See, even this one isn't drawn nearly as good as this. But it's already better. It's already telling a story. And what is this if not storytelling? You know, think that we escaped mental patient last spawn. Yeah. Dude, you guys wanna get together for like a party and stuff? You guys wanna like meet up? You guys wanna link up? I'm just kidding. Not that I wouldn't link up with you guys. Oh, I doubt it. If you guys are in Canada, if you guys are in Toronto, if you guys are going to Taffy, we could meet up. I doubt any of you guys are in Canada, in Toronto, or in Taffy. What perturbed soul has joined my... I don't know who this is. What the fuck is Taffy? Taffy is an animation industry event. I want a studio job, okay? I'm putting all my bets on, like, Steven and doing work for content creation, but the silence is deafening, okay? And I'm not gonna wait. I'm gonna keep trying, but I don't wanna put my ducks all in one basket. Okay? If nothing, I want to be ready in case Steven's like, nah, I'm good. So I'm just getting ready. But it's an industry event. There is panels about animation. There is a party, maybe, question mark, exclamation mark, point. Share your art. We want requests, react, progress work. Where is stream updates, stream drawing? Okay, there you go. Listen, here's to hedging our bets. I don't know what that. Oh yeah, hedging your bets is when like you're yeah, that is what I'm trying to say. Here's to hedging your bets. Oh my god, I'm Sonichu. There you go. Okay, circles on face. Check. Pikachu tail. Check. Little bean Sonic body. Check. Arms. Check. Gloves. Massive gloves. Dude, oh no. Yeah. Oh, by the way, did you guys grab any demos from the Steam Fest, the Festival Fest? I grabbed a couple. I didn't have that much time to try that many of them. It kind of dipped into my Baldur's Gate hour of the day. But I tried one for like a city builder. It was pretty fucking cool. And then I tried Europa, which is kind of like a non-combat Breath of the Wild exploration thing, because God knows that I think there aren't enough games where exploring is the fun part. And I still don't think there are. I still feel like somebody can make a way better game where all the challenge of like wild Platinum Games-esque combat can be translated into navigating the environment. Be it through parkour, not like, when I say parkour, I mean like, I don't know, the way that you can climb in Shadow of the Colossus, that kind of felt interactive. If you have to grab a ledge and jump backwards, you have to hold with your analog back while holding the grab button, and you have to hold the, I don't know, the stamina gauge for bigger jumps and stuff. Total number of games in this Strand type. You know what, I think I said this before, but Strand type is the multiplayer stuff, not the traversal. Strand type games can be cool, I'm sure, but I'm looking more so for the traversal and less so for the multiplayer. Sonichu kill! Sonichu use murder! Sonichu use gun! What's the name of the chipmunks from Disney? Dale and Clydesdale? Dale and King? Dale and Chip? Chip and Dale! Chip and Dale! Use Chip and Dale cameo. Did you guys see that, by the way? You know somebody who I never thought I'd be into, but slowly I'm being converted? My girlfriend's doing a good job. She got me into John Mulaney. I never thought I'd be into John Mulaney, but I'm kind of enjoying some of the stuff that he's in. Now I'm kind of turned into a fan, I'm not gonna lie. Whenever I heard John Mulaney before, I was like, Tumblr humor. But now I'm kind of liking him. I'm not gonna lie. What do you mean, oh no? He was Spider Pig? Right? He was Peter Porker? Listen, I'm all about getting people to try new things. And what kind of a hypocrite would I be if I didn't try new things myself, you know? That'd be fucked. I asked a friend to send me his funniest bit to sell me on him, and it was literally his least funny thing I... Listen! Not for everybody, okay? You know, there's a couple of people that kind of genuinely look at me funny when I tell them that I like Dave's stuff, Dave Chappelle. I can imagine why they look at me weird, but I didn't know he was so widely disliked nowadays. Maybe he said a couple bad things. I would say a couple of boomer things. Well, no. Well, who knows? I don't think he means evil. Doesn't matter. Listen, I'm just saying kind of shocked that I got reactions from saying that I like Dave Chappelle stuff. Did you watch Dave's newest special? I think so. I think I did. Video ha, you forget, good sir, that I'm Canadian. And that YouTube doesn't let me see all of their videos. I know, inhumane, right? By the way, did you guys know that Americans order groceries through Amazon? Like produce and milk, which is not produce. Yes? What the fuck? Amazon? You guys never heard of Instacart? Anything like that? Well, I guess it makes sense because maybe Amazon Prime translates to. I always thought Canadian Amazon's fucking dog shit. Well, you can say that for pretty much almost any Canadian service. Also, sorry if I peeked the microphone. I just hit it with my elbow, so sorry about that. And it's like, oh god. We could even push this pose. Instacart is marked up the wazoo. That's what we found out, dude. We had a roommate who called them to be like, "Hey guys, I went to the store and even when you account for like the price and like the delivery, like even when you account for all the fees at the end, nobody let us know that there's a markup on the actual base price of the items in the app as opposed to going to the store. Amazon Fresh doesn't charge what? Delivery if you spend over 100. Jesus, why did I say 1,000? Walmart Plus? What? Walmart has a plus? What is happening? What the fuck? Where am I? When did it? Is this like an old thing? Has Walmart always had a plus? Walmart's pretty good, genuinely. Mind you, we don't have. I want to be one of those people, one of those insufferable people, but I do want to be one of them. I think I hate these people because I'm not them, and I wish I was. I want to be one of these people that goes to like a fresh local market and buys community produce. I want to be one of these insufferable people. I really do. You have no idea. You know what I want? I want a sense of community. I won't give you details about where I'm living currently. It's a pretty nice place. Not in terms of like, oh, I have a... It's a beautiful place. Farmer markets are bussin', no cap. I want to be one of these... When people... Okay, so that's... Steven will talk on stream about what he thinks that church... What was good about church. And that does sound appealing. Here's what I want, okay? What the whole thing about third places is true, okay? The producer mentions third places too. Third places are true, but if I'm gonna go perform a function throughout the day, I would like there to be imbued on that function social activity. And maybe going to Walmart involves like talking and getting to know people. And I whenever people talk about how great this is, whenever I see TikToks about it, I'm like, I roll my eyes, but I want this too. I want to go to the butcher shop to buy meat. And I want to talk to the butcher. Even if it's just less than 5 minutes. I want to go to the farmer's market. And I want to buy stuff from there. And maybe it doesn't look like, what do you call it, like premium? Maybe some of the vegetables look a little bit deformed or broken. I don't care. I want to walk away and have that like little gratifying feeling of like, I bought local and I'm supporting my community. Like, it's dumb when you hear it from other people like, oh my god, yeah, shut up. I want to do that too. I'm not gonna lie. I want to be one of those people. I don't care if it's insufferable. I want it. I don't think there's anything like that around here, and I hope there's for you guys. But I have a desire to become insufferable myself. And if any of you have the goal to say, no need to become, buddy, I'm gonna fucking... I'm gonna keep you from your OG. I'm pretty sure there's an OG badge that you can get. I'm gonna take it away from you. Don't even think about typing it. There we go. I guess Stevie Wonder is not gonna fucking stream today, huh? Here I was so excited over nothing. Unless he's streaming right now. Offline. Top embed. XQ motherfucking C. How do people live like this? I like picking out my own produce. But I don't really have a car, so I will sometimes... Yeah, listen, I'm not shitting on people that use Amazon Fresh or, like, Walmart Plus, I guess. I'm not blaming it on that. I'm just mentioning the desire that I have to be one of those people that has community and who's part of the community, you know what I mean? Although it's probably annoying if you don't get along with the community. I say this, but incredibly enough, I've been having experiences that make me realize that I thought it was a social butterfly, but I might not be. I had experiences that... I live in Kekona Farmland. Is that right? Kekona? It's not an emo? I live in Kekona Farmland, so farmer markets are just omega cheap compared to grocery stores. There are like a more billion people selling fruit on the side of the road too. Dude, it's so wild. The store I got Aldi from is more like to the countryside of Ontario. And I went there, and motherfuckers unironically have this. Imagine like a post with a box made out of wood, and it says, honey, I think like $7? Maybe less, probably less. But it's like, honey, this many dollars. And I'm like, what the fuck? Who do you call? Where's the card? There's a little box for you to put money into. These motherfuckers just trust you that you aren't gonna steal. Unironically, they just believe you. I didn't steal because I didn't want to be an asshole. But if I was a lesser person, I could have just taken it. Man, what in the actual... How do people do this? I find it hard to believe the faith system in the country lifestyle. I find it hard to believe that there isn't a single... You're telling me that just because you live in the farm and there's a sense of community, there are no bad actors amongst you that would steal. You are telling me this. I don't believe you. But you see, maybe it's a big psyop. Maybe country people try to get back at city people, and they just pretend like nothing ever got stolen from these trust systems. I live in a place that doesn't have this, but they have a community library, a box where they leave books. To be fair, who's gonna like steal books, really? Think you're gonna steal books? You serious? Probably not. If there were art books, maybe I'd consider. But I live in a place where there's a community library. Can you believe that? Take a book, leave a book. Who does this? Maybe I should leave some anime there. See what they say. Or manga. Sorry, I apologize. The cringe took over me for a second. Take a book, leave a book. Can you believe this nonsense? It's a beautiful dream. A dream nonetheless. I just refuse to believe that there's... It can't be. Oh, stop. You are so lying to me. You do not... Well, actually, maybe you do, because I think I have. You, like, physical? Where do you get yours? What? I think, like, I have, like, 2 books that are nasty. But for the most part, if I want nasty, I just go to the internet. Wattpad... Tainted Trials in Space? Corruption of Heroes? If I want... Listen. What is happening on the chat? Oh, it's probably XQC, huh? Yeah, it's always that motherfucker. I'm gonna open it up and there's gonna be some music playing. Oh, he's... What is with the Gamba? Bro! You're right, I don't have time to buy smart books. Just leave them. That's fucking funny. That's fucking funny. I mean, I was gonna doubt you, but I have some. Okay, there's your nasty ass Sonichu, okay? Can I draw him? Oh, you missed an opportunity, bro! No, it's not too late. Why would it ever be too late? It's only too late if you decide that it's too late. Recently, I did pick up the complete works of H.P. Lovecraft, but I don't buy that many books. Listen, okay, Makensha, you have. Were you here for the cosmic horror discussion? Do you like cosmic horror? Now I'm kind of scared that I'm the fucking minority. I always thought that everybody liked cosmic horror, but the producer hates it with a burning passion. And last time I talked about it, I was kind of scared that I was the minority. I'm kind of scared. Does everybody need to know what the creature is at the end? Isn't it much more terrifying not to know? You tell me. Yeah, true. But why don't... I don't know. Last time I spoke about it on stream, maybe I did get a bit self-conscious. Channeling real Joker energy from the Sonichu right now. Actually, true. You know who I'm channeling, who I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of Lex Dog. I didn't know about the Mega 64 thing. I used to follow her on Twitter. Maybe I still do, I'm not sure. But isn't it all her things that she's like dressed up in like a sexy anime girl outfit, but she's always like smoking, looking depressed on the side of the street or something like that? Those are funny. Those are very good. I think she had one that I really liked of her in like a skimpy maid outfit, but she's just smoking on the side of the street. It was really funny. Shame what happened. You know. It's kind of wild that Destiny covered that too. I was not expecting him to. But then again, it's always been like this. It's always been like this. And it never stopped being like this. I remember when fucking Destiny got in the fight with Psychic Pebbles. Because Egoraptor said that animators... Well, he didn't say that. He said that he worked construction and it was harder animating than working construction with his dad during the summer. I'll never forget that. Like, you'd never expect it, right? Cosmic horror is neat. If Junji Ito has taught me anything, is that I don't actually like having images stained in my mind. For me, it's just wild. Okay, so here's cosmic horror for me. You're gonna think this is stupid, I don't care. When I go outside as a 27-year-old, I step out of my room. Am I actually 27? Please, I think I am. I'm not 28. There's no way I'm 28. No, I'm 26. Why are you adding... I'm 26. I'm 26. Yeah, I'm 26. Yeah. Don't fucking add numbers all of a sudden. Cosmic horror is when I step outside of my room at night and it's dark. And I'm like, there's nothing to be afraid of. There's literally no... You've done this 100 times. And then I start thinking, but what if there is this time? And then I'm like, dude, what's it gonna do? It's like, what, a guy with like a knife gonna hit you? And I'm like, no, but what if it's something worse? What if it's something beyond my understanding? And next thing that I realize, I'm running to the back. And then I turn on the light and I turn around and I'm like, there's nothing there, dumbass. And now you look like a fool. And I start laughing to myself because I'm the moron. And I was stuck in my headspace. But what if there was though? What I'm trying to say in a dumb way is that for me, the cosmic horror is the appeal of being stuck in your own mind and the effect that this thing that's beyond your comprehension having on your psyche. Like, it's about the characters devolving into a state of panic and fucked upness, if that's an adjective, from these things that are beyond their grasp and understanding. And what the producer will often say, I'll take this opportunity to say this while she's not here, because if she was here, she would fucking be typing for sure. She would say, show me your creature or don't fucking write anything at all. Like, don't be a coward. And what I think I've realized I don't know. I thought Doctor Who did a really good job with cosmic horror, with The Silence. Horrifying creatures living in our house that you forget about as soon as you look away. What? What? That does sound terrible. Like, what? They're there? Is The Silence like the Weeping Angels thing? Girls, please. There's no reason to stream. I'm watching them. Just there's no reason. You guys have food. You guys have water. Your sisters are all. May I continue? Thank you. Jeez. Oh yeah, at the smoke. And then we're just gonna do a quick paint job. That glove's not looking great, by the way. They're there, living in a house, going about their lives, and you can see them. But if you're not looking at them, you forget about their existence. That is kind of fucked up. I want to see that. The silence. You're like spazzing out. You can chill. Oh, I don't know. That immediately kind of took the edge off for me. They look like this? With like little suits and everything? Okay, well, I'm not gonna look at a man exposing himself. Okay, that's fucking funny though. Look at these guys. Do you know Bill? Oh, this is probably so obvious for everybody. Do you know Bill and Ted started off as a parody of Doctor Who? I don't think I think it was a parody of the gag of the TARDIS, and that's it. I don't think it was an actual maybe it was a Doctor Who gag. I'm not sure. I heard about this. I just heard about this. Just found out. The problem is that I don't watch Doctor Who, so I don't really care much. It is sadly something that sounds better on paper. The execution, the actual show. That does sound terrifying. The way you explained it sounded fucking horrific. And they're not like out to fuck you or anything, like to mess with you, to fight you. They're just living their lives. That's pretty fucking wild. Oh, he also has the Pikachu stripes. Don't forget. You're full of stink. There you go. Ba-da-ba. It's so wild. I'm never gonna remember any of these songs that are playing right now, but they're so perfect for just background noise. Almost like chemically so. Because if I have a song that's bothering me in the background, I will change it. Like if it's a bad song. But what is it about like these, I don't know what you call it, like, this is not lo-fi. It's like lounge music. What is it about this like lounge music? And they're mostly living there, but sometimes it's convenient to just off someone for whatever reason. And a lot of horror of it is this monster around constantly. You can't fight back against that, could kill you at any moment, or you know, maybe not. That's true. You know what I wanna? I don't wanna audiobook this, but there's an adaptation that's gonna be coming out, an anime adaptation. I want to read Mountains of Madness, or I heard about Mountains of Madness, and I'm so interested in it. I'm so interested in it. Oh, and you know what else is cool? Anything to do with the Yellow King. Not because I like True Detective, but I do like True Detective. But the Yellow King and the Yellow Side. And what's the name of the play? The name of the play is The King in Yellow, no? God, that shit is cool. Is the thing with The King in Yellow is that you will find ways to spread it without knowing. Like, if you're a writer, you'll start writing the King in Yellow play without knowing. Like, in the form of either music or in the form of, like, written... The King in Yellow stuff is... I think it's really cool. Like, if you're an artist, you'll start depicting visually the King in Yellow, like the play, without even, like, knowing. And it's like a parasite that spreads itself. I think they think it works because I let them win. If I kiss them, they'll know that they'll never win. It'll never happen. Okay, they did not happen with that. Don't kiss me. Is it red shoes? Sonichu, come to me. Sonichu, where are you? Blue shoes. Chris. Like aquamarine too? There, I'm sure that none of the, well, actually, worse is showing up on my. Dude, I want to ask Miss Harpy Lady why the fuck this Maya is still industry standard. I want to ask somebody who knows. Well, I don't know if she'll know, but she will probably have an answer. That's like. Because industry standard isn't like well, it is. That is enough of an answer is the problem. That is the problem. I guess what I want to ask is why is it industry standard? The King in Yellow was H.P. Lovecraft's latter. Wait, it's not Lovecraft? The King in Yellow is not? When you say like later inspiration, does that mean like somebody was inspired by H.P. Lovecraft? Or do you mean like he was later in life inspired, like it's one of his later works? Nope, it's not a dude. What? But the King in Yellow is actually so fucking cool though. It's like this fucking magical evil fucking parasite. You know what, the King in Yellow makes me want to play Delta Green? It seems like such a good fucking campaign. H.P. Lovecraft was alive when it released. And in his later works, he references it as an inspiration. Oh shit, I see. You know what the coolest thing was? I don't know if it was actually cool or sad. The realization that True Detective isn't a show that's secretly like about evil supernatural forces. It's just, I mean, it's not, but like, I don't know, the last episode in Carcosa, it's just crazy. You know what my friend told me? My friend told me we're the real monsters. Yeah, that's what my friend told me. Like, why would you ever get caught up on... And it was a rude way of him to speak, because people can enjoy this. But he's into, like, people who... He's into making fun of people that like Marvel movies and, like, fantasy. He's like, why would you take away from True Detective, like, the biggest horror of it all? Is that, while it has, like, these undermarkings of, like, cosmic horror, the real truth is that in some places in the United States... there are systems rigged to help, not like literally, but there are these old fucking families that hold fucking power, right? Because I'm pretty sure that the spoilers for True Detective Season 1, the best season of True Detective in my opinion. But in these backwater towns, there are like these families that hold some prominence, hold some value, some authority, and they'll cover for their fucked up sons, their fucked up kids, who in them, they might be fucking weirdos or they might be like cool, But that's the real freak of nature. Those are the real monsters. It's like these people that take advantage of this fucked up system. And they can cover for like actual heinous things. Because it was the fucking dad that was covering like his, God, what was it? Was it like orphanage work and like public schools? Like the governor dad that was covering for his fucked up son. That was really fucking weird. Yeah, that's what I think it was. And while We're the Real Monsters it's a pretty nice thesis because you can hear some really fucked up stories. I don't know, part of me was still hoping there'd be some cosmic horror. Okay. Alright, buff uploaded. Dude, what's happening? Why is everybody... Is XQC gambling? Is it that much fun? You sickos? Is XQC gambling that much fun? Let's find out.
Rounds, bro. It could be. It's not 3 rounds.
Bro, this is why for 3 months and he gets...
Guys, it's almost over. It's almost over.
Logan really wants to knock him out.
Oh, is everybody watching? Okay, are people watching like a boxing event? Stop watching. Oh, it's a boxing event. Oh, that's what people are watching. I see. Well, I think you're led to believe there's something greater going on, which just makes the revelation that there's nothing but human evil. Yeah, that's right. You're 1000% right. It does get fucked up, right? And it plays so much so, like, okay, so Rust is a man who doesn't have faith. He does not. He sees the world plainly for what it is, a fucked up place where fucked up people do fucked up things, and that's all there fucking is. And everybody else is wasting their fucking time. And this is like a very... I'm just trying to condense it because there's more to that. But it's a world of like action and consequence, right? But at the end, Rust almost kind of feels like he's reaching for something spiritual. Like he wants to see his daughter, right? When he's dying. And in the same way that you're kind of led to believe that maybe there is something fucking like spiritual or magical or fucking cosmically horrifying, nice. While you're led to believe that this is like happening, it feels like in line with almost Rust also wanting to believe that there is a good, like a supernatural, like not like good in people, but that he can meet his daughter. But at the end of the day, he doesn't believe. There is no heaven, there is no hell. But it would be fucking nice to hear his daughter, to see his daughter, to go somewhere where he can see them again. And for a moment, it sounded like he wanted to believe, even if at the very end, right? And that also hits pretty fucking hard too, right? This idea that you're 100% correct. The show, in my opinion, leads you in that path of thinking there is something greater, but the revelation is just beyond monstrous people. In the same fucking vein that it robs you from that, the viewer, kind of feels like it robs Rust of the idea that this guy who's been nothing but a, what's it called? Somebody who believes in like the worst thing in the world. Like everything is at its worst, everything's at its... It's just plain what this is, hell. I forgot what it... Pessimist? Nihilist, maybe? No, because I think a nihilist, I don't believe in anything, therefore I need to make my purpose. From what I remember someone telling me is that... Because I was making jokes about being like nihilistic, but they're like, dude, you're stupid as fuck. Nihilism doesn't mean that you're pessimistic and you don't believe in anything. A nihilist believes there is no meaning, so they need to make meaning for themselves, right? Nihilism isn't depressiveness, isn't like, oh god, everything's awful. Nihilism is you need to find meaning for your own because there is no greater meaning out there. That's what I remember someone telling me. I don't do philosophy. I hear people that tell me about philosophy. So if you hear this and you know philosophy and it sounds stupid, I don't know. I just repeat what people tell me. But Russ seems like a pessimist. He seems like an absolute pessimist. And even at the end, he kind of gets robbed of that same supernatural. In this case, it would be seeing his daughter. And ours is There's some cosmic horror going on. It's kind of funky. And it's not even that the murderer guy is mentally disabled or anything. In the way that he's initially presented, he's shown to have some sort of mental sharp. Yes, he does. He's fucking weird. Yes, he is. He genuinely 100%. So there isn't even like this absolve for his actions. He's pure human evil, plain and simple. And that's what dude, that's fucking wild. Because just like, we'll often talk about this, but the producer in me, she'll mention how much she hates stories that lean on evil, like absolutes, right? She likes stories that are all like people have their own interest. Everybody's out for what they want, and it just so happens that some people's moral line and interests are very fucking low and they're very abhorrent. But everyone ultimately is self-interested. And what I told her is that I think that's true, and I like stories that take away this idea of like good and evil. Like a good guy needs to do something good because he has like a moral compass for good, and more so his interests align with something good. And you get introduced to the idea that maybe the hero does something that's good or that he likes because of maybe it's something to do with his upbringing. That is genuinely explained more so than just I have a moral responsibility to do good because good in itself is good and I need to do good because I am good or because I will be good by doing good. But the moment you have everyone be like self-interested and not just be abhorrently evil, the moment you introduce actual evil, that hits it so much harder, right? Like, let's take like a show that's like super nuanced where people are self-interested and like everyone's pretty morally gray in a sense. Even like the good characters will have like their gray zones. And the moment you introduce, like, let's say you do 8 seasons of that, and the moment at the end that you put in like the bad character who's just evil for the sake, like they're just evil. They're just actual human cruelty, unexplainable. Maybe not unexplainable, but like, there's no two sides to that coin, that this person's just evil. I feel like that becomes a very powerful tool, right? Like breaking that mold. So it's kind of interesting because you're right, the murderer guy is just pure human evil. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's fucking cool. You're 100% right. I hate that the evil characters in the bad guys, I'm gonna call them, but they're not. The despicable humans in True Detective Season 1, they genuinely make me sick to my stomach, genuinely. The first one, in how he's presented, and obviously what he does, what is it, the guy with the fucking gas mask in his underwear, like that's fucking scary. The second one, and exactly what you described, he's not like a drug addict, he's not like a fucking freak. It's not like there's any excuse for the first guy either. He's pretty inabsolvable too. But man, fucking scary, dude. They're really fucking scary. They're terrifying. Any more drawing requests? Dude, I need to drink some water. You guys always get me talking so much. Oh, there's no way I'm gonna get a drawing request in chat while I think it's like Logan Paul fighting. Is that what's happening? $10 out of 10 Sonichu. I can't make it better. I won't put any more effort into it because it's a request, and I gotta incentivize people somehow to commission me. But I genuinely believe I could have made it better. Nah, it's perfect. Listen, if you think that's perfect, then I can go even further beyond. Oh god, my throat is parched when you're thirsty, and I'm starting to get hungry too. I doubt that I will. I won't make any promises, but I will say, I am getting a little bit tired, which makes sense because I'm hitting that 3-hour mark for streaming, and god, I can only talk for, I guess, 3 hours. But I do feel like streaming more, and I did stream rather early today. This is like a rather early time for me to be streaming. So maybe I'll come back. But I'm definitely, like, in about 15 minutes, in about 10 minutes or so, I'm probably going to be taking a break, but maybe I'll come back, like, near the night. If Desty, Westy, Baguesty, I was about to say some bad word. It starts with an M. If Destiny is not streaming and, you know, if the producer is cool with it, or if she's busy, I'll fucking stream again, for sure. Real cross? Oh yeah, the producer's at a thing. Sure to snap with you, what? How many people in y'all's real life still use like Snapchat, by the way? I think it's a young people thing, but I can't tell. And when I say young people, I mean genuinely like 22 or younger. Is there any 25-year-olds or 28-year-olds? Like, is it regular for people to be using Snapchat? I feel like it's a really young people thing. No, my Snapchat streak. That's a feeling I have, but I don't know if I'm off the perk. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it's young people. And you know, I'll never be young again. You know, never. It's honestly just downhill from here. Dude, I want to play Baldur's Gate so bad, but I want to make a new animation reel, and I want to apply to a couple studios really bad. And I want to get that done soon, so no Baldur's Gate for me for a little bit, but I'm going to work really hard. But man, I really want to figure out. I just saw, I think, the bad guys, the three of them, play Baldur's Gate on stream so I can ruin the. No, stop! I like having my experience unruined. I like playing Baldur's Gate. That was the problem too when I used to stream on Twitch. If it's a game that I like, I don't want the chat. Like, I'm thinking of some of my favorite game experiences, and I feel like they would have been ruined by the chat. Not because my chat is like bad, but I don't want like any pressure to entertain anybody. I want to do stuff purely for myself, right? Like, I don't want to worry about like, oh, am I being entertaining enough? Am I talking to chat enough? Am I reading chat enough? Like, I just want to play. I feel like Outer Wilds would have, dude, I can't. The same way that people want to recommend their favorite anime to Steven, I want to recommend everybody in the world play Outer Wilds, even though it's not for everybody. But the chat, like having an active chat while playing that game, I feel like would have ruined the experience. Like, genuinely. Number one, I don't trust people not to be able to contain themselves and spoil stuff. Not that that's a problem with you guys, but not only that too. Like, I want to have moments where I hit my head and I can't figure out, and I complain. I'm like, I can't understand why the fuck this is happening. This game's so fucking dumb. And I want to come back and I want to realize, be like, oh, dude, that's what I was fucking missing. And I don't want anybody to judge me for those either, okay? Because it's one thing. Here's what I think. I feel like if you get to watch Darkside be stupid playing video games, that's like one thing. But if he kept it to himself and he talked about it afterwards, nobody would have this perception of him. It's only because you watch him struggle. And I might be just as bad as Darkside Phil. I'm going to be honest with you. I have no fucking idea. But I don't want to be subjected to like the pressure of like people watching. If it's a game that I don't care about, fucking bring it. Fuck it, I'll do it. But if it's a game that I like, Disco Elysium on stream, oh my god, never, ever, no. That would surely not be good. And I'm really liking Baldur's Gate, and I enjoy our little get-togethers when we talk about how it's going. Right now, a giant brain revealed itself. Oh, fucking Jaheira died. Jaheira died, and it's so stupid. I was too scared to let her be dead, so I rewind it. I didn't do anything. I don't know why she runs into battle like she's a tank if she gets attacked by, like, I've never seen it. Why? Yes! Same with me. Well, she died on the assault on Moonrise Towers. I just don't know why she did what she did. Bro, she ran in on her Puma form, and I'm like, oh, surely she can handle the heat. That's why she transformed. She goes in and she gets hit by she goes in, she gets hit by like 4 different dudes and dies. And I'm like, what? What the actual fuck? The Night Song too. And I'm trying to heal the Night Song, but I think it was my fault, because I think the stuff that I tried to use to heal the Night Song didn't really help, because I'm using like mass healing word, and I think that technically she's not in my party, so she's not getting hit by mass healing word, I think. But the Night Song didn't die, but the Night Song almost died twice. She got incapacitated twice, and I went to go pick her up, but she had a spell that picked herself up. She's doomed to get ass blasted. Why does she charge in? I don't understand. Here's the thing. If the game wants me, if the game tasks me with like, let's look out for each other while we're in a battlefield, right? I can buy that. But she says, hey, we'll choke out the forces here on the first floor, and you go take care of, what's his name? Thorn? And you go take care of him. Which implies that you can trust her to take care of herself. But she fucking clearly can't. And if the game warned me, I wouldn't be complaining. I'm not fucking with you. If the game told me, like, hey, we need to look out for each other because we're gonna die if we go there. If they told me that, I would be okay. Because the game is tasking me. I have no idea. I can't imagine what chimp over at Larry would run down mid was a good idea. That's fucking funny. Isn't she an experienced character from the previous games? Didn't she fight Ballspawn, which I still don't understand what it is. I need to... Well, Ballspawn are the sons and daughters of Ball, which I thought was a Diablo boss, but maybe not. But I need to look through the old lore of old Baldur's Gate games. Because is Thorn also a bad character from previous Baldur's Gate games? And if he is he a Ballspawn? Because from what I understood, Ballspawns were all trying to kill each other. It was like a death game. She's like 100 plus years old. Was in Baldur's Gate 1 and was a party member back then. Oh. You know what I know? I know there's a guy with a hamster that I can find, but I don't know where he is, and maybe I might have already missed him. I'm not sure. Because everybody, I remember, even before JubeTube. Oh my god, it's JubeTube! Hey, how's it going? Nice to see you, bud. But even back when I was trying to play Baldur's Gate in preparation for Baldur's Gate 3. No, I think I tried to get into Baldur's Gate even before I knew there was a Baldur's Gate 3. Because I remember thinking, I don't remember why I wanted to get it. Yo, when the self-promo yeah, true, actually, true. But when I wanted to get into Baldur's Gate, I don't know for what purpose, but I think I wanted to. God, the lighting is coming nice. But wait, what was it? Oh yeah, Miss. People would rave on about how there's like this companion that's so cool, fire drawing. Thanks. People would rave so much about how there was this companion that had a hamster, this Matt guy with a hamster, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then in one of the YouTube shorts that auto-played, okay, I didn't ask to be spoiled, on a YouTube short that auto-played, it brought up how the fact that you can encounter him. But is he also like 1,000 years old? What's his fucking deal? It's interesting because I can imagine a studio like Lariat who didn't work on the original Baldur's Gate wanting to not like get involved in the legacy of the old games and maybe leave the old characters alone. Not because it's a bad decision. I could just imagine these games are fucking adored, right? And who worked on them? Was it BioWare? Like, BioWare worked on these games, right? And you're a new studio touching like a darling, like something people adore. You probably don't want to fuck around and find out by touching these characters that everyone's in fucking love with. You probably don't. But they have Jaheira in the game, right? So maybe they do. And I guess they have the hamster guy in the game. So, I don't know, maybe I'm talking out my ass. Which is not a new thing. If you're a regular viewer of the stream, you know that we have a tendency of doing that. I enjoy it personally, it's nice. Is he crazy? I'm about to finish Act 2. Have I not found him yet? Not BioWare? Oh no, did BioWare do Knights of the Old Republic? Who worked on original Baldur's Gate? Can't believe they reused the city of Baldur's Gate from the... Okay, no. Okay, the city, I understand. The setting, yeah, obviously. But, like, the characters. And you know what's funny, too? On that same fucking YouTube short that I got spoiled for, I heard this. Now, you guys tell me if this is fucking fake news or not. Baldur's Gate 2 characters were apparently going to be very, like, cardboardy and very, like, not really developed characters. I don't know to what extent somebody can determine this. But apparently, the devs for Baldur's Gate played Final Fantasy VII, and they thought, wow, this is like for real competition. We should step up our NPCs or our side characters. Supposedly, that's what the YouTube short said. Mind you, it was BioWare. Yes, I fucking knew it. Well, I only know it because people hold up BioWare as like, oh, those are the guys that made Baldur's Gate. And did they make KOTOR 2? Not KOTOR 2 isn't that available, but did they make KOTOR? I think they did, right? Or am I crazy? That one I'm pretty sure they did. Based FF7 is litty titty. Dude, I'm not gonna have a PS5 to play the new FF7 remake entry, and my computer's not gonna be good enough to run that shit. So I'm just actually tech locked out of playing the new... fuck. I know that so many people get upset because of people like me saying those bastards. I know that so many people get mad because of people like me who can't get new Why Live. Dude, I don't even know if it's... The problem is that the new FF is a gamble. Because Tetsuya Nomura showed his fucking hand. People thought, people thought I knew fucking better because he's a fucking hack. Tetsuya Nomura is a fucking hack, and if you play Kingdom Hearts, you know this. I don't care how much you like the series, you have to fucking admit that that's somebody who's fucking insane. That guy's fucking crazy, and I fucking knew that. So I knew that remake wasn't gonna be all fucking remake. I fucking knew it. And I fucking knew he was gonna put some crazy shit in there too. I thought it was gonna be an alternative ending. I didn't know that he was just gonna change everything canonically to the remake. Let me see on an FF16. Why? Shut the fuck up. But I knew Tetsuya Nomura was crazy. But now he showed his hand, because you finished the remake, and you're like, okay, this is new territory. We're somewhere new. So this is a gamble, and now it's time. It's time to find out if the gamble pays off. Because this is a new story. Fine. It might be that it's shit. It might be that it's shit. I'll always bring this up. Tetsuya Nomura is a Kojima without somebody trying to bring him the fuck back down. And Kojima was a little bit more unhinged with Death Stranding, I will admit to you. That new one-way... True, I guess. Destiny had a long stream talking about that, right? Yeah, it could get fucked. Though it felt good. I thought part 1... I am a Tetsuya Nomura hater, and I thought part 1 was good. I thought part 1 was good. Genuinely. But it's a gamble. It's a gamble. We'll see where it goes. I'm a prolific... I'll never forget. Everything that went wrong with Final Fantasy 15, I blame Tetsuya Nomura. I do. I understand, and this is what I'm fighting against on stream, right? I want people to have nuanced conversations where they don't just take one thing and they blame it. But if you'll let me be human and flawed for this 1 second, I will do exactly what I hate people do. And I'll admit it to you. I'll be honest about it, because that's what I ask. If you're going to unfairly critique something, at least be honest about it. I'll do it. I blame everything. I blame everything that Final Fantasy 15 got wrong on Tetsuya Nomura. I understand that game development is so much more complicated than that. It truly is. I understand that there's so many moving parts, and Final Fantasy 15 was in the oven for so fucking long, and it morphed and changed so much. So it is very unfair to go ahead and pin it on one person. It is. It truly is. I'll admit it. And if you want to just say, just don't do it, that's fine. I'll just take the L here. But, hi Wolf, want to chat about Detroit Become Human? We can. I should probably educate myself a little bit more in the civil rights movement before I fight with you on how it's a bad analysis. No, I don't think you need to, because robots aren't humans. They're actual different... We can. Let me finish this point. So, Tetsuya Nomura is the director of Final Fantasy 15. He is the man behind Sana's take on AI. I just don't see how people play Detroit Become Human and they think this is analogous to the civil rights movement. This is insane. Different races of human people are people. They're human. We're still the same. We're still the same. A fucking synthetic robot with a conscience is not. It's a different, and there will be frictions that arrive with this. But instead of telling the story of that, we're gonna do the civil rights movement, but with robots. Why not move a step beyond that? And why not tell the story of the struggles that come with, I don't know, organic I know it's easy to hate on David Cage because, from what I understand, the guy's an actual scumbag. From what I've heard, have not met the dude, I don't know him. Don't know. I know it's easy to dunk on David Cage, especially because Beyond Two Souls was not a good game, in my opinion. It's always nice to see Willem Dafoe in anything, though. I'm always a fan. But it's a feather. I love when you guys argue without anyone to talk back. It's very... Alright, what do? Do you wanna... Are you on my Discord? Join the Discord. What do I don't even have a room set up to... I don't even have a room set up to do this, because I need to make it private. How do I make a private room? Voice channels. Voice. At the end of the day, I'm just getting you to join the Discord, okay? It's a long ruse. Let me finish my point on Final Fantasy while I set up the room. You cannot blame a fucked up development cycle in one director and say it's their fault. But I do it for Tetsuya Nomura. There's this famous article that is so fucking insane to me that it made me fucking go nuts. Oh, call me? Yeah, I can call you. Yeah, sure. I'll call you right after I'm done with this. Tetsuya Nomura comes into the office one day during Final Fantasy 15's development. He says Diablo 3 was fucked up, but we don't know that. I understand because it's a complicated situation. You can't blame a consumer for wanting to see the leader of the ship, the director, and saying you fucked up. That is being charitable, which I like to be. I like to be charitable with art. Whatever production it is, I always like to be charitable. It's kind of unfair that I'm not uncharitable with Tetsuya Nomura. But I understand that. I can't ask... I'm basing it off the postmortems. True. I don't know about Diablo. I probably shouldn't speak on that. But what I'm saying is that it's as much as I want people not to blame directors, I also understand the other side. Well, who the fuck do you blame, right? That guy was it was him. He's the pilot of the ship. If it goes down, the captain is to blame because he was the final line of defense. So I understand on the consumer side, if you want to blame the director, you can. Fuck it, I'll blame Tetsuya Nomura. Comes into the office during production of Final Fantasy 15, and mind you, I might be grossly misquoting this, but trust me, okay? And then we'll look this up after. He watches Les Mis or some kind of musical. I'm pretty sure it was Les Mis. He comes into the office and he says, "We need to restart Final Fantasy 15 to be a musical. Final Fantasy 15 needs to be a musical." And I'm sure, like, this is halfway through the production. He says we need to restart to make it a musical. This motherfucker is insane. Mind you, I'm not trashing the idea of having a video game be a musical. It could genuinely be good. You could do this 100 different ways. And some of them could be wonderful. You cannot just come into hours of people fucking working and throw it out the fucking window because you got inspired as an artist and say fuck the work that we've done so far because my vision is so important that fuck the hours that you've grueled. Okay, we live in a world where we can have these amazing projects that are so massive in scale, Marvel movies, video game productions like God of War, that require so many people of so many different talents come together, like actual teams. Like, you understand, these, like, the amount of production work that you have here, the labor is like actual armies. You have production teams that have supervisors that all correspond to another supervisor. Like, these are massive in scale. And now you're stepping up to all of these because you're the director and you saw Les Mis and you said, we're going to scrap all of that because my artistic vision is... And we're going to do it. I don't know. Dude, it's insane. It's insane. I think the dude is fucking crazy. I think the dude is a more insane, less feet on the ground Hideo Kojima, which can be good. Kingdom Hearts is probably so adored because of these moments. Because of his mind. But still, you're insane. FF15 was a fucked up game that still executed central theme better than 99% of other. You're insane. You're crazy, Chinese Asian. You're crazy. Let me call Sly Jinx. Wait, is Discord not gonna... Okay, it is. There you go. You guys gotta let me know if you can hear, because he's gonna soy out. Trust me, I know Sly Jinx.
Why are you... Okay, why are you setting the scene? You're so disingenuous.
Hold on, I need
you're priming your fucking audience. You make your argument, you prime your audience, and it's like, oh yeah, he's gonna soy out.
I didn't know. I didn't know you were. I didn't know anybody was gonna defend Detroit Become Human. So I took it as my soapbox, and then you come up to my soapbox and you're like, you're priming the audience. It's my soapbox. What do you mean I'm priming the audience? I
understand. Okay, here's what I understand you to be. Okay. And maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe.
I thought you were a fair critique type of person who is not biased, who always is very good at like pointing out both sides.
Oh yeah.
But here you are shitting on Detroit Become Human, saying that it's some sort of like virtue signal, trying to make it like a race thing or whatever. It's not even about that at all.
Okay, what's it about? Set the scene for me. What's it about?
Okay, listen. Okay.
Yeah.
It's about the liberation of a particular type of race that isn't black. Yeah. So they weren't trying to insinuate that. It's the concept of like, hey, if we existed in a world where robots had rights, where robots had a possibility of existing with humans, how would they contemplate it? How would they deal with life? How would they deal with the moral questions of the world? This is the type of game that you're engaging with. It's kind of putting... When you're playing the game, you put yourself in the mind of a robot to try and figure out, if you are a robot and you had those abilities to some extent, what moral choices would you make? They're not anywhere comparable to, I guess what? Minorities? Civil rights movement? What the fuck is that shit?
You're insane.
Where the fuck did you get that shit
You
from?
are insane because the whole struggle of the game is people in the world accepting that that their appliances, that their robots are actually fucking people, that their labor are actually fucking people. At no point do you have a human that accepts like, okay, let's live alongside robots. What are the differences that we actually need to account for in terms of like, how do we live together? You are battery powered. What are we going to do in terms of plugging you in? I need to eat. You don't need to eat. So what happens when I'm losing construction jobs to a crew of robots that are people, but they don't need sustenance? What are the incentives for companies to hire?
Where did you get this argument from? This is not your argument. Where did you get it from?
What do you mean?
Did you get it from Reddit?
No, it's not from it's not from Reddit. You just need to think about, because here's the thing, and I'll admit to something.
Yeah?
Okay, it's something bad.
Okay,
I didn't
what's
play
this?
Detroit Become Human. I watched.
Okay,
I watched all of it.
okay.
I watched all of it. But it's a quantic. What's it called? Quantic Realm. What's the name of the company? You don't need to play those games. You can just watch somebody play those games. Okay, but I remember. For most of what I remember, the conflict becomes this idea that these robots are defect, and what the company that is in charge of them is trying to like get them to shut off, because again, we have a movement that's breaking out of these oppressed underclass that's trying to fight against the people that are keeping them down, because they didn't even acknowledge them as humans in the first place. Now, some of these people, some of these humans, I'm sure they're pro-robot, and they just didn't know that their appliances are actually living things, and others are just fuck the robots. But that's the whole state of the game. I feel like this story has been told before, has been told better, and has been told in real life with the civil rights movement. And that's what you're gonna fucking... It's a safe bet to do this. It's a story that we already know what fucking happens, and we already made moral conclusions to it. Because I'd say... Well, maybe not, actually, because there's still racist people out there. But for the most part, I'd say everybody agrees that, you know, minorities are human too. The much more interesting story is what happens after we acknowledge that something that isn't human should get the same rights that we do. And what's the world post that? But the game doesn't tell that story. It ends on like this big civil conflict that can go maybe well, maybe not, and that's it. That's not, it's safe, it's cringe, and it doesn't address what's so interesting about humans and machines living together. Genuinely.
Okay? So
Destroyed.
this is okay. You feel like you destroyed me, but you just literally you just said some dumb shit.
Who's
Literally
dumb?
the game.
Yeah.
Okay. When you compare it to civil rights, those are people engaging with other people and thinking of like inferiority. Do you know what it's like to be a robot?
No, I don't. No.
That's the. But if you could, or if there's a way that you could try to figure out what that would be like, and you had a mind of your own, what is like a good example of that? Wouldn't that be like playing a game like Detroit Become Human? Isn't that the point of Detroit Become Human?
To feel what it's like to. I mean, with what character? Like with Connor, you mean?
Yeah, there's Connor and then there's the main guy, because Connor's a cop, right?
Yeah, Connor's a cop, and I feel like Connor is like a good one because with Marcus, you just have like what the creator of Marcus was like. Oh, I realized that you guys are something more, and that's it. But maybe I'm misremembering the game, but I don't remember Marcus having that many interactions that highlight differences. And maybe that's what you're saying. Maybe you're saying like, oh, highlighting the differences isn't the only important part. There's a fundamental block that you're missing there, which is trying to put yourself in the shoes of a robot in the first place. And maybe that's the thesis of the game. It's not so much.
This is exactly.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
going through the struggles and the morals of what you would call, I guess, civil rights, but not as a human, but as a robot.
You know what? I'll do this. Detroit Become Robot. I'll do this.
Yeah.
I'll rewatch the game, and I'll try to focus on that lens. Okay. I will. You join the Discord.
Hold on. Your lens. Okay. First of all, the lens that you focused on is retarded. What the fuck were you focusing on? Were you high?
No.
Were you high when you were watching it?
Here's what I think. From what I remember watching Detroit Become Human, if I was focusing on exactly what I wanted to see, which is like, okay, these characters will become human, as the title implied, become something living, and what we're going to deal with is the fact that like maybe we'll deal with like companies or people like losing their jobs to see how interesting it is that like that never happened. What happened was like what do you call it, like a X-Men 1. Now there's it's funny because Makensha brings up X-Men, but like now we have like a conflict that we need to solve in which these underclass are now trying to become human. There's like a fight that's like breaking out, when I feel like maybe the game should have focused more on what Connor was. Wait, sorry, I'm getting carried away. You're asking me what lens...
There's characters, so hold on. Okay, it seems as though I'm trying to figure out where. Yeah. This is why I keep thinking that you got your opinion from Reddit, okay?
No, I didn't get it.
Because the entire game of Detroit Become Human isn't Connor. That's just one story.
I know. There's the girl that gets bought. And Marcus,
there's the girl
right?
that gets bought. There's the girl who gets. There's a girl and there's the. I think like it's either like a mom and a little girl.
Well, there's. I thought you played as 3 robots.
Yes.
Or maybe you played as Marcus, who is the revolutionary.
Marcus, Connor, and then there's a third one,
which is the girl that doesn't realize that she's a robot until she gets told, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all of them have specific individual stories that they go through. With Connor, he's trying to solve a mystery, right? With Marcus, he's trying to figure out his identity. With the girl, she's trying to figure out how she exists with everything. Well, she's not even aware, so she's like living like a human. until she interacts.
Oh wait, I think
and
I'm
it's finally
remembering. The
revealed.
girl, the girl has a little girl. I don't remember if the little girl is a robot or a
The
human
little
too.
girl is also a robot. Yes.
But she's trying to escape with her. So that's like a refugee story
Yes.
of her trying to get away from the city that's going to become destroyed. Marcus
Yes.
is trying to figure out what is his role in the revolution, whether he treats humans with kindness or whether he is gonna just fucking stomp them out. And Connor is trying to what's his name? Clancy? God, he's a good ass actor. He's trying to be the detective that's either solving why are the robots going crazy and trying to go after Marcus too because of it. So there's like 3 different like narratives that are trying to tell a story of like robots. And what I want to tell you, I want to be bad faith, and I want to say none of them were compelling enough to make me see that through a robot's perspective, but that would be bad faith. That's why I'm saying that I want to...
No, you can be bad faith as you want. I mean, if you say that they were not compelling, I'll just say that you weren't paying attention and you don't know the game. Right?
God damn. Maybe. I saw it like a long time ago. I watched it like when it came out because I was maybe interested in playing it. But
because the reason why, okay, so this is why your claim is so dog shit, okay?
Okay,
I have never heard, if you have evidence of this and you can present it, show me the person who's played Detroit Become Human and was done with it and was like, oh, this was just about civil rights, bro. It's just civil rights.
But at the end of the day, it mostly boils down to that because you have all of the...
No one agrees with you.
Hold on. Okay, number one.
You don't have anybody who backs you up.
I have 12 viewers, okay? So there's nobody to agree or disagree with me for starters, okay?
Do you have a
So
Reddit post? Do you have proof or anything like this?
What do you
'Cause
mean?
for
I'm
me-
telling you my opinion. What do
Okay,
you
but
mean?
your opinion has to come from something.
It comes from watching the game. I was gonna say playing the game.
Who did you watch? Who the fuck did you watch that played the game so dog shit you thought it was about civil rights?
It wasn't
and not even
like-
about robots.
It was like a silent playthrough with like I don't want to. If there's a Quantic Dream game, Quantic Realm, I don't want to see like Jesse Cox play the game and give his fucking input. I just want to watch it like a
Whoever
movie.
think about this. Whoever you watched play this fucking game played it so badly you didn't think it was about robots.
What you can't play the game badly. You just make choices.
Exactly.
What? What?
Exactly.
That speaks about the game.
Okay, it's about choices. Okay, but now were the choices about civil rights or were they about the actual characters?
Marcus's choice were about civil rights.
No, not only he had other stories around his previous owner.
I genuinely don't.
He went back. The son.
I don't remember those. I remember his owner asking him to paint and realizing like maybe there's something else, and then it's a huge blank on Marcus's story. And I remember him on the snowy streets, trying to, I guess, ignite the movement and taking like down like drones or stuff like that. And I remember quite a bit of Connor's story, which in my opinion was the most interesting because it highlights what I thought the game was going to be about. Because you can look at Connor's story, and you can look at a I don't know what you call it, like an enterprise, like a part of government where the people there already know robots are integrated. Now, it's coming to realize that like, oh shit, maybe Connor isn't just like a tin can. But now you have this cop that's Clancy, and he doesn't really play by the rules that well. But you have a robot who is programmed, who in this nature, like part of something that like humans can follow orders, but machines follow code. And that's such an interesting like idea. I know that we have buddy cop movies where it's like, oh, you're wild and you're crazy. I'm gonna pair you up with one of our guys who follows the rules. But machines in their system are designed to follow a set of rules, and that's so much more interesting than anything.
It is no, it's not. No, it's not.
What?
Because what's interesting is when you have exactly what you said. Machines are programmed by code to behave a particular way, but then they start behaving the opposite, as though there's some sort of virus, as though there's something wrong with them. That's the compelling thing. That was the compelling thing about. You didn't watch. You read this. You didn't fucking watch anybody play this.
I don't know what to
You didn't
tell you.
fucking watch anybody.
I watched it. I remember when
you don't-
I remember when the fucking when they break
What was
into
what was
Clancy's
okay?
house.
I'm curious. What was Connor investigating? What was Connor investigating?
Well, Connor was. We start. I'm trying.
If
to
the
remember.
if the if the if
Oh,
the
we're
fucking
trying to.
if
Connor's
the
investigating.
fucking robots were
Connor's
so
investigating
perfect,
why certain robots are going off fucking code, right? Because you start the game
Uh-huh.
on a rescue mission with a house robot that kills the mom and dad, and he's like holding the daughter kidnapped, or sorry, hostage. On
Yes.
the balcony of a house, and Connor's trying to
Yes.
understand what the fuck's going on wrong with those robots because he works.
Correct.
He's not only there like as a, he's also there's like a representative of the company who makes the robots. No, because you keep going to have like Game of Thrones garden meetings with like these people. Like there's like the owners or the CEOs of the company that keep meeting with Connor at a garden and
Also-
telling him what he needs to do or something.
JubeTube. Okay, JubeTube in chat. I'm saying,
You're reading my
how
chat.
how is the proof of of a bad take? Your perception is dog shit. No one agrees with. I'm
There's
just.
nobody to
I
agree with,
thought.
right?
Okay, listen. When I see my streamer Wolfgang Sharik, okay.
That's me.
When I see my streamer, I expect whether bad or good take, he can back it up with some form of substance behind it. It may not be true. It may be completely false and made up in his brain, but he can back it up. This is what I thought he could fucking do. Okay?
Don't they
But
directly?
for some
Okay, don't they directly borrow civil rights iconography and like iconography? That's not the. Don't Marcus like spray like a closed fucking fist on the wall? Like, aren't they directly alluding to the civil rights when Marcus goes on like his big fucking takeover of is it of Detroit? I was gonna say New York.
Okay, yeah,
says
that
Detroit
part
in the
was
fucking
that part was a little civil rights.
Yeah, that part was a little civil rightsy, wasn't it? It was a little bit, was it not? Yeah.
Okay, that part was a little civil rights. Yeah, sure. But that's not what the game's fucking about.
Sure,
Okay,
and maybe
you fucking missed it.
And maybe I'm willing to be good faith with you because maybe I got so mad at the parts of the story that I thought were uninteresting that I maybe like a bull saw red and just ran. Okay, which is why I'm saying that maybe it warrants a rewatch with a more charitable look at the game, which is like maybe we're here to understand why the robots feel a certain type of way. But I will tell you this: my opinions of Detroit Become Human, even if I step back and I say, you know what, maybe it's not about the civil rights movement.
JubeTube,
but
you're
robots.
fucking retarded. Okay,
Maybe-
just because I'm not. I admitted to the point of the fucking fist.
Yeah.
Of the fist. It's not because it's a metallic fist that it's like expressing anything. Okay.
No,
Stop.
he's not
Stop.
kidding.
One guy. He's one
Not
guy. In me.
kidding.
He's fucking
yeah,
one
he is
guy.
one
in me
guy.
right
in you.
now.
He wants to fight you for real. But maybe if I look back at it and I try not to think of like, oh, this is trying to be civil rights but with robots, maybe I will come away with a different take. But I'll tell you this: even if that's not the case, my opinion still is Connor's story is the most interesting part of the game because it's something that I haven't seen before. Stories of what do you call it? I don't want to call them just civil rights stories, but stories about minorities fighting to be seen as equal. I've seen stories analogous to that. I've seen
Connor
allegories to
was
that.
white as shit. He wasn't a minority.
No, you're right. Connor wasn't well, he's a robot, which I guess in this world is a minority because they're seen as just like a tool. But the race of Connor doesn't matter. What matters is what comes after, right? As much as people shit on it or say that it's furry bait, I think Zootopia is a really fucking interesting movie that falls into the same pitfall trap, in my opinion, which is
what?
it becomes a story about these groups having to accept that they're like equal in some way, when it's much more interesting to see what it's like to have an asymmetrical but still functioning society, right? Like, I want to see this asymmetry. With humans, I feel like it's easier in the sense that we are humans. Mostly due to our environment, we're going to be different in the terms that like we're raised and who we turn out to be because of nature, because of nurture, not nature, in my opinion. But what happens when you do have people that are inherently different because of nature, because they aren't human? What does that asymmetrical society looks like, by the way? Like a society where we try to all be equal in a sense, but we account for the fact that biologically we are not the same. And I think Connor's story highlights the most of that, because you have like a robot in police work who's a machine having to deal with somebody who is imperfect, which is Clancy. And Clancy is, I don't know, I just feel like that's the more interesting part, and Detroit doesn't ever get to be that. I'm sure if there was a sequel, maybe David Cage would do that, but there's never
I'm-
going to be
I-
a sequel. And I'd be much
I
more
w-
interested in that over the story of Detroit Become Human.
I would be, I, I would be curious to find out if the Connor and Clancy story was probably the main story. I don't think so. I think Marcus's story was more compelling.
Mm-hmm.
And his trajectory was of self-discovery. But I think all three characters that they were showing us were all discovering themselves in some way. They were kind of telling the same story through robots in three different ways of like a self-discovery of the human. Where are you in this crazy world that is changing, that there is some sort of bug or whatever going around that's making robots not be robots anymore. Robots can now feel, can now be human, kind of. So this is the more compelling shit. Not civil rights. Civil rights is fuck rights. I mean, sorry. Fuck.
Yeah, but that's what ends up happening, like a struggle for acceptance. And again, I'm always going to be way more interested in anything that alludes to the post acceptance, even if there is.
How about?
Yeah, go ahead.
How about I? Okay, so how about after all this, I'm good
Yeah.
faith, and I say, I like. It's possible that I like your conclusion, but it's not what the game was about.
And I'll admit my disappointment is because I thought the game was gonna be about that. Because again, it sucks that somebody already brought up X-Men, because I often bring up X-Men, but I feel like there are and even like, what is it, Metropolis with like the Murlocs, although that's kind of implying something kind of fucked up if I say that Metropolis was about the civil rights movement. But in a way, it's about, I feel like there are stories of minority groups having to struggle to be seen or to be accepted or to be given equal rights. I feel like there are stories about that because it has happened and people can look at that. So I feel like my upset at Detroit is for treading old ground, sure, with a new coat of paint, which is robots, AI, sure. But my upset was in part for that, which you can say, well, Wolfgang, that's your fault for walking to a game that was made by an artist who wanted to tell that story with a new coat of paint, and you're upset because it's that same story with a new coat of paint. Yeah, I can accept that complaint. It was my fault for...
The other part of this complaint would be, as with civil rights or as with any minority, Wolfgang, you don't want us to see you as Wolfgang the minority. You want us to see you as Wolfgang. Am I correct?
I think so. I'm pretty white passed.
You don't want us to see you as you don't want us to see you as Wolfgang the artist. You want us to see you as Wolfgang, specifically you, as the person who does art. So this is kind of like the similar thing with Marcus. He didn't want to be seen as just the robot, and it's not just about rights. He just wanted to be seen as Marcus, and everybody else as their individual self, as any minority would want to be seen as themselves individually, not as a group like you fucking concluded like a dumbass, you know?
I thought you said you were going to be good faith. What happened at the end there? You just had to needle that in? I'm sorry.
Yeah. You know, it's no. Like I'm just saying. Okay. Do you agree with this assessment? Because it's like, it's not the grouping together of a people or a grouping together with Detroit Become Human of robots getting civil rights. It's Connor.
Mm-hmm.
It's Marcus, and it's the lady. I forget her name.
I also forgot a name, which means that maybe we're both sexist, if anything.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll take that on with you. I'll stand with you on that one.
Okay. Sure.
But yeah, that's all I had. I will not talk to you about Lion King.
I don't feel like what's the I don't even have the Lion King. I have nothing but praise aside from the fact that I don't like it. Like, it clearly was a huge movie for animation. It was.
What is wrong with you? Why would you say you don't like the Lion King?
I just don't like it.
What did it do to you?
No, it didn't do any. It didn't do it. I'm just not interested. Like, I think I said this story 1,000 times. Every time when I was really young, and we tried to watch The Lion King, we tried to watch it like maybe 3 times at school, twice. But every time that it happened, like a domino effect, Mufasa would die,
and then one kid would start crying, and all of them would start crying, so we'd have to take off the movie. It happened twice or 3 times. I don't remember, but like less than 4 for sure. And I never got to see it until my older age. And when I did see The Lion King, I don't know, it just didn't do anything for me. And
next thing I know, you're probably gonna say you hate Pocahontas too, right?
I do. God, it's
Okay,
so
there we go.
painfully
There we go. There it
fucking
is.
stupid.
There it
Okay,
is.
Lion King gets a pass. Pocahontas just doesn't. Okay, and it's super funny too because a little factoid that I like to tell people. People thought that Pocahontas was going to be like award winning. People thought Pocahontas was going to be like insane. And there's a lot of people trying to jump ship from the Lion King production to be like, we actually want to be in Pocahontas because we want to be associated with this big movie that's actually going to be like award winning. And you know what? I'll fucking say it. I think they thought Pocahontas was going to be crazy because it's so id-poly. It's so identity politic. It's so easy to cater to. Actually, never mind. That's, you know, some bad things happened and they need to be addressed. It's not catering. It's,
Yeah. No. Go ahead. Keep explaining how you hated it.
Never mind.
How you hated it all about it. Okay, just keep on explaining. I'll just be quiet. I don't need to make the arguments. You can just
Disney
make
and
them
American
yourself.
people
Huh?
to address what happened with their Native Americans. Where I come from, we were the Native Americans, so the Native whatever. So I wouldn't, you know, my perspective is different, but you know. But Lion King won that out. Clearly, it fucking rocked. So good on Lion King.
Well,
The
listen,
animation was
okay?
amazing, that too, yeah.
Yeah, okay. You can keep lying to us, okay? Some of us know you, okay? We know
Okay,
you.
if you had to
just
pick
revealed
one, which
yourself.
one would it be? Lion King or Pocahontas? One over the other.
Both of them are fabulous.
Well, yeah, but no,
Wait.
but you have to pick. Gun to your head.
Obviously, I'd pick the Lion King.
Yeah,
Isn't it-
that's
is it-
what I'm
is it-
talking about. There's a reason
Isn't it
why.
the one that was made first? Hold on. Which
No, they
one
were
was
being
made first?
they were being produced at the same time. I'm pretty sure.
Which one came out first? Was it?
I
No
think
way.
Pocahontas.
Really?
I think. Pocahontas sucked. Nobody cared about it. Everybody was like, meh. Even when it came out, it was like, meh. And then people were like, Lion King, this shit rocks.
The music
I
from
love
Pocahontas is so
Lion
god
Pussy.
tier too.
What?
Do you not
Yeah.
like the music and the music from there?
I
And from Lion King and Pocahontas, you don't like the music either?
dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. All I remember about Pocahontas is that fucking song, "Savages, Savages." That's all I fucking remember.
Jesus.
I also remember
Okay.
the grandma was she always a tree or did she die and become a tree? I don't remember. She was always a tree, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember either off of the top of my head.
Aladdin is pretty good. It's pretty good. It's not the best Disney movie, but it's solid.
What's your favorite Disney movie?
My favorite is not the best. I'm gonna say this before because people conflate those two.
No, okay. What's the best
Tarzan.
Disney movie?
No, hold on. My favorite is Tarzan. The best
Okay.
Disney movie, that's tough. And I could do a whole fucking stream on this. But there's a lot of factors to consider. Uniqueness, the kind of story that it's telling. If it's like appealing in like a universal sense while still saying something unique. Man, that's a really tough one.
It's so interesting. You don't even know what the best is, but you're out
No,
here
it's tough
judging
because
the actual best that people
can
think are the best.
I can throw in the ring the names of what I think would qualify for that off the top of my head, but I would warrant detailed analysis of each one of those. Atlantis, for sure. I'm sorry, kiddos. Black Cauldron does not make the cut. I understand lots of Disney edgy people want to like Black Cauldron, especially because Disney hates that movie. Does not make the cut. Atlantis. We have probably Tarzan. No, sorry, not Tarzan. Hercules. Hercules probably up there for sure. It's gotta be. In terms of like universal themes. Fuck, Mulan is good, but I don't know. Mulan's good. Does it make the cut? Don't know, man. It's a powerful message that it's sending. It's pretty cool. And at the time, probably a message that needed to be heard. But the best Disney movie? I mean, it's got God tier songs, if we're going to talk about the songs. Dude, I don't know. It'd be hard. I'd have to do a full stream on this. I'm not even fucking with you. I have to sit down and analyze each and every one by hand. Hunchback. Ooh, sorry. It might be Hunchback. It might be Hunchback of Notre Dame. That might actually be the best Disney movie. I'm sorry to tell you. The most powerful and the best, maybe.
That does sound
like what?
Hunchback
like a
might be.
It might
No.
be.
No. I think I haven't seen it, but based off of the music I've heard from it,
The
I had
music is
never.
incredible. Universal
The
message to
music is
accept
pretty
this
incredible.
while being brave enough to not put the most marketable, pretty little Disney character as its main character. We're talking brave while still having a message that's universal about acceptance. The music is fucking phenomenal out of this world. Dark themes that
Yes.
are pretty fucking wild, right? Frollo tries
Yes,
to kill
yes,
Quasimodo
okay.
in the dude. Pretty. Listen, Hunchback might be it. Alright?
Okay, Hunchback. I agree. Hunchback might be it. Before I hop off, because I want to let you get back to your thing here.
Yeah.
What do you?
What do I what?
Okay.
Friend
What
of the
about
stream.
what about anime? What do you
What do
you think about Jujutsu Kaisen? What do you think? about
You're gonna
Jujutsu Kaisen?
you're gonna be thoroughly disappointed and maybe happy because I need to watch it because I haven't seen it and everyone can't shut the fuck up about it.
You haven't seen Jujutsu
No,
Kaisen?
I've seen the animation cuts that are incredible. The fights look insane. But from the way that it was explained to me, I was like, oh, this doesn't seem like anything special that piques my interest. But the more I see the animation for it, like recently people were going crazy because there's a guy with a ponytail that gets pulled by like a dude with glasses, and even that shot looked fucking incredibly cool, and people just don't shut up about Jujutsu Kaisen. So I might have
Okay.
to watch it. It might be impossible to avoid at this point. Like it might be that good, but as far as I know, the premise is what? There's like a demon, and his fingers are like are demon seed, and people
No, you
eat
just
his
have
fingers.
to. No, you just have to watch it. Okay. You just
Okay.
have to watch it. Oh yeah. Last thing.
Yeah,
okay?
of course. Yeah, last.
Last thing. I want you to create your own room in your Discord,
Yeah,
the new Discord you just created,
yeah,
your new home,
yeah.
that only you have access to. And then if you want people, whoever you like, to pull in to
Like, have my own
if you ever
openings?
feel like it, have your own little room that we cannot see, but we hop into general and you just pull us into it. That's probably going to be the easiest way to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
That was going to be. That's a suggestion. I'm not telling you what the fuck to do. You can
No,
just be,
that
fuck
is
off.
that's a
I don't
good
wanna do it.
suggestion. I like that. I like that suggestion.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I got. Okay.
Alright,
Fuck you and fuck everybody and fuck the world.
Go in peace, my friend. I think he did not go in peace. By the sounds of it, he went out fighting. Let's see chat because I haven't looked at it in a while. No idea, Chinese agent. My favorite movie from Disney is Ten Who Dared. The fuck is a Ten Who Dared? I went to school for animation, so we had lots of Disney talks, and I don't know who the fuck is that. Mulan is god tier. Let's get down to business. Listen, Mulan has some good ass songs. Okay? Wait, base take about Hunchback? I showed him the musical. Listen to the musical even better. If you're telling me the musical for Hunchback is better than the movie, I'm gonna have to see it to believe it. Okay, we'll give it a watch. Watching anime other than One Punch Man. Listen, I'm trying to sell my dad used to own a comic book shop that obviously didn't work out. That's why I say that he used to. As a result, because I was a young artist, I have so many single issue volumes of everything, and I got like One Punch Man coming out the wazoo. I'm trying to sell this on Facebook Market, but it won't fucking. People keep trying to. Listen, I'm selling for half the price on the back. That's a good amount, okay? So if you live in Canada, nice voice crack at 26. If you live in Canada and you want One Punch Man volumes, okay, I'll sell them to you, okay? I want to get rid of these things, but I want to make some money, ideally. So there you go. If you live in Canada, GG. Well, I'm not gonna whatever discount I'm giving you, half the price for this on the shipping alone, you're gonna be paying more than just buying it off of Amazon. So don't even bother if you don't live outside of Canada. Tempting? Well, think about it. Half the price. If you're near Toronto, I can't drive, so I have to mail you these babies. If only I had motion and music. What is that? Oh, like anime. Having someone younger than me who can't even remember how old they are is a true existential horror. Yeah. I am in trouble. Oh! Just smuggle them across the border. Dude, I love my chat. You guys are fucking funny. I really love you guys. Man, I can't believe we had our first... I can't believe that we had our first in-stream call. Sly Jinx has always wanted to... You know that he let me call into his streams a couple times? It's pretty fun. One of us? Yeah, man, listen. We'll see. okay? I talked to Miss Harpy, and man, I don't know. Unless I get a good animation job remote, I might be trying my hardest to move to the US. Not might, that is a most definitely. I don't know if I'm going to be staying in Canada. The question is, how long will it take for me to get to California? Probably a long time. We'll see. But I'm trying to get there as soon as possible. There's just so many studios there. Leave the hellish Leafland? No, animation in Canada seems to be so much rigged in 3D. And that's not a complaint, it's a good thing. Those are two things that I fucking suck at. I suck at. Unless it's like remote studio work, which I don't know if I'll be able to get. I'm applying. But man, I want to live somewhere where I can make human contact with somebody who will say, I like your 2D animation. Hand-drawn, right? And we'll give you a job. And by the sounds of it, that ain't Canada. That's the US. Or, I just need to be much better. Because again, this is all copium. I'm sure there's plenty of Canadian artists that get jobs animating. So, this might be pure copium, and we might just need to get better and better, okay? Alright. But, my friends, God, it sucks. It's been such a good stream. I don't want to end it. Maybe I should keep streaming until my producer's back. Oh, God, but no, I have to. I'm fucking hungry. And I'm tired. Maybe I'll come back tonight. I can't promise anything. I'll change my Discord, and maybe I'll come back tonight if I can. But I love you guys. Oh, I don't know what they're watching or who's going to host. Okay, call to action. Follow me. Join the Discord. If you want commissions, message me, email me, follow me on Twitter. I love all of you. Stay safe. And I'm going to send you guys off to somebody. Merc? I know who.
Yo, motherfuckers, raid my ass. No homo. What's good, my boy Wolfgang? Wolf guy in the coop. We out here playing this shit. Whip is not behaving as it should. Son. Alright, we need this. We need this going. Like, I wish this shit could, like, I wish I could have it. Alright. I just gotta have it like that, bro. But then that means I'm moving this back.